5 years' time of TDA, you'll be giving us technology
No, but the thing
tutorials.
is, when he sends you the link, you're going to have to go
You're going to have to do it.
to where he sends you the link.
Yep.
Press the link
Yep.
and copy it still.
Yep.
What do you mean?
What do you mean what I mean?
I understand what he said.
You're still going to have to copy the link from wherever he sends it to.
Yeah, so you
Whether
might
it be
just copy it
WhatsApp,
directly.
DM, text. So,
You're still going to have to do the same thing Yusuf said. You have to hold it down
yeah.
and then transpose
Remember,
it.
he's already tweeted the tweet with your tag, so it's already been sent to you like a message.
Yeah, but that could all get long. I could copy the whole thing. I could copy the whole text.
If you hold down the link specifically.
Why can I hear things?
How do you mean?
Oh, we're not. Is it wanking or working?
It's like in the background.
Hello. You can't hear in the mic.
I can hear you, but I can hear everything else. Like running behind it.
Can somebody put headphones on?
Hello.
It's running in the background.
Hello? Yeah, so I can hear feedback from the live through the headphones. So I can hear myself twice.
It's late. I can hear it. It's running. It's playing. While I'm talking, I can hear it playing.
Don't think it's a bit out of order that Brent didn't believe you. Don't think it's out of order that Brent didn't believe you.
Yes.
You had to get someone else to do it. That doesn't speak well, does it? It's horrible. Well,
Are we live?
we are live.
No way.
We are.
Behind the scenes.
We sure is.
God damn.
We sure
You
is.
just can't find
You
the
ready
help
for me?
nowadays.
How about now?
Can you hear it now?
It's gone.
Gone? All right, thank you very much.
All right. Good morning, lovely people. It is Wednesday, the 11th of January. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by that culture. And of course, the lineup is lit as always. We're all dressed in black, which I absolutely
Oh, yeah.
love. Like we're about to go on a money heist. I love it.
I was yesterday though.
What, in black?
I wore the same hoodie yesterday.
It's all right.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
What's the rules for clothes? How many days are you allowed to wear them?
Twice.
Depends what you do.
How?
Depends what
Ocho
you're doing
Cinco
though.
had the American up on 3 days.
What do you mean, on the show or you mean in life?
Is your rule twice on the show?
No,
Because this shit is every day.
No, I don't have a rule. But
Okay.
if you're asking me to, on the spot, say what my rule is, I wouldn't wear this tomorrow.
Okay, like 2 days in a
Okay,
row.
yeah,
You
no,
mean?
that-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. To be fair, no.
I thought you were getting wardrobe allowance. I'm not
No,
saying anything about
depends what it
contracts.
is, to be fair. If it's a plain garment with no logo, no design like this, I can wear it 2 days in a row. I'm not going to wear the same T-shirt with the
Okay, with the same graphics.
graphic or logo 2 days in a row. Impossible.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll wear it once. If I wear it on 1 week, I've got a couple of weeks got to pass still.
Do you know, oh my, okay. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
So basically, there's certain things I have here, and I'm like, okay. Then I go on the YouTube,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a bit
Oh, is
extra.
it?
Then I'm like, when was the last time? Because obviously days go by. It feels like every day we're here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when last? I'm like, oh, okay, that was 3 weeks ago. Okay, I can run it.
Yeah. I don't check the YouTube. I just have it in my head somehow. It's just stored.
I take the piss out of tracksuits. It depends if I'm feeling lazy. Sometimes I can keep a tracksuit on for a week.
Yeah.
I don't think you've done that here before.
No, I haven't. But when I'm filming, I'm quite conscious of.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't even be bothered, but it's because I
Yeah.
film every single day. But it's like
Yeah. That's the thing.
that's why I'll just start wearing black t-shirts all the time. I got like 10.
Yeah.
I got like 15 black Zara
Yeah, that's
t-shirts.
why I wear
I'll
black,
just wear the
I
same
just-
one every day.
Yeah, I've been thinking.
I have so many
about
black
that.
stuff. Yeah.
Because even though I don't come in here dressed any type of way, sometimes I'm deciding what to wear for ages, bruv.
I used to buy the
Fam,
night
yourself.
tracksuits, and wear them, until and then dash them and then
Yeah.
get a new one. Like I wouldn't wash it.
I think.
Like wear
Money's
it.
different every day, boy.
Huh? Now this was back in the day when you
Yeah.
just street life and you just
Yeah.
outside, buy a grey night tracksuit and just rinse
Rinse it out to
for
the-
And then-
5 days, just rinse
And then
it.
that's
When you
it.
need a new one, just
Well, you have a washing machine.
Huh? I was living by myself in them time. The washing machine that's young. I was out on the streets. It's fast life, fast pace. Can't be washing clothes
You're
and
just
things.
doing disposable
But you know,
like
after
tracksuits.
5 days, that tracksuit's still fresh though.
Yes,
unless
just wash
you've
it.
been in the trenches, like
No,
getting it.
Because I thought you
getting
meant
it-
like
No,
after
it,
like.
it would be like no, but you know what it was? It wouldn't be like in tatters or anything like that.
Were you
Yeah.
running
But
on
it
the
wasn't.
ground?
But it wasn't clean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
what
you have
do
to just
do?
put in the washing machine, babes.
That's long. That's why you have to go get a new tracksuit.
To be fair though.
Like, do you get what I'm saying?
No.
No, but listen. I was just gonna let him have it because he wasn't understanding where we're coming from. But
Yeah.
Washing clothes, them times, like I live by myself. I've
You
been
don't
by
have the
myself since
time.
I was 17 or whatever. If I'm out on the road doing whatever I'm doing, who's washing clothes? I could count
So
on
all
my
you're gonna be
hands. I can
disposable.
count on my hands how many times that washing machine got used properly, like if that makes sense.
now you a ghost up in these streets. Do you know how much money that is?
Yeah, but you got a disposable income when you're.
Clearly.
You get me? It's
That's a lot of peas.
easy
That
come,
is a
easy
lot
go.
of money.
What, a grey tracksuit back in them days, about
What top and bottoms, 50, 60 quid or something
Yeah.
maybe? innit?
So
For just the hoodie or both?
No, for both. Back
Both,
in the day.
maybe, yeah.
Oh, that's
So you're doing that every
wow.
week, 52 weeks in a year.
Now it's like 75 per hoodie.
Oh no, but like money's not normal when you make it illegally. Like you ain't got you
You don't think about it that much. Yeah. You don't budget.
Yeah, you ain't budgeting and tabs on things or stuff like that.
No, I'm trying to figure out the money now. I'm not,
Oh,
you know what I mean? Multiply by 3. You know what I mean?
Carry the 2.
Yeah. But no, I was saying like sometimes, even though I don't come in here dressed like I'm going out anywhere, but sometimes I'll be in my wardrobe for time thinking, what am I wearing today?
No, but I think out of all of us, you're best dressed though.
You think so?
No, you are.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
You
that.
got.
man.
Anyway, I told you what to do, but you're not listening.
Sorry, man. You know, life.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, then when I decide to wear what I'm wearing, it's like I could have just decided to wear this an hour ago. It's a fucking
Yes.
t-shirt.
Do you know what? That's how I know when I'm getting like. There's a signs that I need to rest.
Yeah.
I'll wake up here. There's times where I will literally change my outfit 3 times, ma'am, and then I end up just in a black t-shirt.
Yeah.
I wish I knew this at the start.
When it comes to TDA, man, I'm just gonna keep it simple, man. Just
I mean, do you know what? Do you ever think we're gonna get to a point where like, cause is there plans for us to be on TV, right?
the way you
Because
pose that is
if there
funny.
is,
On TV?
yeah, because we're gonna need a wardrobe allowance.
No, I don't think this is gonna be
No,
a
you-
TV.
Oh yes, it's radio. Sorry, I
But
forget.
it'll be live radio, yeah. So you are going to be seen every day, yeah.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like a casual setup, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all
You
right.
know, did you not see Breakfast Club's new studio?
Yeah. It looks,
Oh, I
it
need
looks-
to.
it
I
looks-
need
looks
to.
meaty.
What
It
the
looks
hell?
meaty. It looks
Is
meaty.
it
where would you have seen that?
on Breakfast
On
Club?
YouTube.
Have they started recording it already?
Yeah.
I ain't seen it.
I saw a clip on Charlemagne. I love Charlemagne. He's my dream interviewer.
It's cool. It's not nothing flamboyant. It's a room, innit?
Yeah, because I thought they were gonna blow our minds with it. Like it was gonna be like
Yeah.
amazing. I haven't seen it yet though, properly.
Yeah. It's just a room.
It's just like a upgraded version of what they were in, but nothing
No, it looks like a
spectacular.
bit of a downgrade, if I'm honest.
really.
Yeah, it hasn't got character yet.
Yeah, it looks less like a studio.
Has anyone watched them fully? Because they're gonna do guest. I think they said they're gonna do like guest hosts.
Yeah, no, I just saw the clip that he's talking about online.
Okay.
Today. I ain't seen the episode yet.
Yeah, they did say recurring guest hosts, like, in the cycle it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Cardi to come on.
That'd be interesting.
That's gonna be lit.
Oh, they're gonna have a recurring guest every week
Yeah,
or every day. Sorry.
that'd be sick. I think that'd be sick. That'd be so sick. But yeah, okay, that's fine then. Because I was gonna say if this is gonna be like, might need to work that into the contracts.
Yeah, money-wise, yeah.
Like I've been thinking about all of that,
Wardrobe allowance,
makeup and all sorts.
food allowance.
Food allowance.
Yeah.
Do you have food in your house?
What? No,
That
but
would definitely
We're
be
here for 2 hours.
no, but
Actually, no, you'll be talking.
the same way. No, it is.
Drink.
Switch out the sweets and stuff
Oh yeah, for some
for breakfast attire.
breakfast
I know
attire.
attire isn't the right word to use, but
I get what you mean though.
yeah,
For breakfast pieces,
yeah.
that'd be lit. We didn't introduce ourselves though.
Oh shit. It's your boy Big Mouth from the east side, Pum Pum Father. You got Galdem, you got to work harder. You get me?
This big man used the voice of reason.
That was whack.
Didn't even try.
You're whack. You're whack.
That was rubbish. Sorry, man. I could do better than that.
That's fine.
Good at no? Okay. All right.
It's my own royalty.
The Shade Queen.
Gotta do all that.
For all the girls.
For all the girls.
For all the
For
girls.
the
in
girls,
the world.
always. I love that. In fact, you guys get that. You guys just understand it now. It comes out so just smooth. I love it. But everyone good?
Yeah, man.
All right, we're on the timer. Let's get into headlines. Oh, before we do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also go and check out our Twitter, the day after TNB, and kindly retweet the tweet that's most recent. Thank you.
That's my recent
Friday, we're going to have the playlist up in the community. Mark's
right.
is just cooking
Kicking it up.
it up.
Okay. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We
Oh,
ready to go.
when are we coming in today to discuss it?
Brent forgot to prompt me.
Because I know when we start this, I'm not leaving at 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So on Friday is when it is that we
okay, cool.
break it down.
So we're gonna So is everyone bringing their?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys in the group.
Hold on, what are the
Five,
rules
five.
of this, please? What?
No,
what?
not yet. I'll let you all know in the
Ah,
WhatsApp
cool,
group,
cool.
and
Okay.
I'll let everybody know.
Ah,
But
cool.
I'll have you guys have enough time
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
when you spring on him.
Did anyone
not-
listen to the song I said yesterday? I was gonna send it to you guys in the group. I forgot.
What?
I'm gonna send it again.
Was
Never mind.
it John Redcorn?
Yeah, did you listen to it?
I know that song.
You do?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
playing
it's a
it.
good song.
Yeah, it's all right. That's the one with the cartoon video, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, babes.
I just didn't know what it was called.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a banger. All right, so basically they're trying to tear Boris's singlets. They're trying to take Boris out.
Yeah.
So Business Secretary Grant Shapps has denied doctoring a picture on his Twitter feed to remove former Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Mr. Shapps posted a picture of a ministerial visit to Spaceport Cornwall as he hailed the first rocket launch from UK soil. But social media users spotted that Mr. Johnson, who also went on the trip in 2021, had disappeared from the picture. Mr. Shapps says he wasn't aware it had been edited and has now deleted it. An identical photo remains on the number 10 Flickr account, dated 9th of June 2021. It shows Mr. Johnson and Mr. Shapps side by side in Cornwall during a visit to Launcher 1. The then Conservative leader is wearing a jacket emblazoned with the words Prime Minister, because we wouldn't have known he was Prime Minister. A source close to Mr. Sharp said Grant wasn't aware anyone had edited the picture. He removed it as soon as it was pointed out. Obviously, he wouldn't endorse anyone rewriting history by removing the former Prime Minister from a picture. He basically did a Diddy crop, and it is what it is. The next is the first satellite mission from the UK ends in failure. The first ever satellite mission launched from UK soil has ended in failure. A jumbo jet operated by the American Virgin Orbit Company carried a rocket out of Newquay, Cornwall, to release it high over the Atlantic Ocean. The rocket ignited and appeared to be ascending correctly, but word then came from the company that the rocket had suffered an anomaly. The satellites it was carrying could not be released and were lost. Cosmic Girl, the Carrier 747 jet, returned safely to base. The mission had been billed as a major milestone for UK space, marking the birth of a homegrown launch industry. The ambition is to turn the country into a global player, from manufacturing satellites to building rockets and creating new spaceports. Deputy CEO of the UK Space Agency, Ian Annett, said it showed how difficult getting into orbit actually was, but predicted further launches within the next 12 months. This why we should stay where God gave us. Anyway. And the last is about Andrew Tate. He will remain detained in Romania. Controversial British-American online influencer Andrew Tate has lost a bid to end his detention in Romania. Tate was detained alongside his brother Tristan last month as part of an investigation into allegations of human trafficking, trigger warning, and rape, which they deny. Authorities suspect the pair, along with 2 Romanian nationals, of running an organised crime group. Police will continue to hold the group for their 30-day period after a court rejected the appeal on Tuesday. Earlier, Mr. Tate was seen carrying what appeared to be a copy of the Quran as he walked into a Bucharest appeal court handcuffed to his brother. After the arrest on 29th of December, police said they had identified 6 people who were allegedly sexually exploited by what it called an organised criminal group. Police alleged the victims were recruited by the British citizens, who they said misrepresented their intention to enter into a relationship with the victims, which it called the lover boy method. They were later forced to perform in pornographic content under threat of violence, a statement alleged. The Tate's lawyer, Eugene Vininiak, has said his clients rejected all the allegations. But that does lead into our topic of the day, so let's get into our What You Saying. All right, so the topic at hand today is, should influencers be held to a greater standard? And I would like to know, how do you guys view influencers? Like, what's the first thought that comes to your mind?
Hold on, because it says based on previous headline. Mm-hmm. Andrew Tate is not an influencer.
That was from
He
yesterday.
is.
Oh,
Andrew Tate is an influencer.
Yeah?
yeah, he is.
Define influencer for me.
That's the thing. That's why I wanted to know what everyone's thing is.
Someone who has a platform, someone who
Yep.
speaks.
This day, that's what it is, you know. Because even a YouTuber,
Yeah.
Anyone with a
Consider
social,
it
anyone
as
with a
an
social
influencer.
media following is an influencer.
yeah.
Because you can if you can influence the algorithm.
Mark's an influencer.
Oh yeah, I'm influential.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying Mark is an
Period.
influencer.
Period.
Influencer.
I don't know your word.
I'm saying Andrew Tate specifically, but I guess
What do you think he was? What would you say he was?
a social commenter.
That's not fair. How do you differentiate
Oh.
between them though?
That's the thing. So for you, do you think an influencer is not a serious title? Not in a rude way, but you get what I mean?
No. I think an influencer is a serious title,
Yeah.
but I look at an influencer as someone who has power to make you purchase something, a product or service. I don't look at influencer as someone who.
That's
Just talks online.
that's just what they choose to use their influence for.
Yeah.
There's some people influence people to go and buy stuff.
Big
Other
up
people
Mel's wardrobe.
influence people
No, no.
You done
to.
bought everything.
No,
bro.
but I'm
Think
talking about
things.
influencer as a job. Like for example, right?
Okay.
Andrew Tate has influence in terms
Okay,
of
yeah.
what he says.
Yeah.
Yeah, he spews his rhetoric, his views, whatever, and he has a following and he has influence over the people, innit?
Mm-hmm.
But he's not, for me, he's not selling a product or a service. So I'm not looking at him as an influencer by
trade.
by occupation.
By occupation, okay, yeah.
But yes, he is an influencer in some type of regard. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and do you know what? You're very right, because that's how I think of influencers too.
Yeah.
Someone who can, people that can influence someone.
Yeah.
I'm going to be talking about one actually in Word on Road.
Yeah.
Who can influence people to do stuff.
Yeah.
But where we are today, everyone's like, anyone can be an influencer.
Yeah,
Do you
of
get what I mean? So that's how, like, even like Kevin Samuels, people saw Kevin Samuels as an influencer.
Yeah.
But you're right, because people like that, they're social commentators.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's again. If you've got a social media platform, obviously it's up to you what you decide to do with
Yeah.
it. But if you've got a big enough one that makes enough waves,
Yeah.
like regardless of whether it's 30,000 followers or 300,000 followers,
Yeah.
if you're influential enough to make enough waves, then I guess you could be an influencer, because it's just a term kind of thing that we coined, but it just fits for everything, innit? Because I guess it's the same as like would that fall into the same category as like, would you call it, if an influencer called himself a content creator, would you say that's the same thing? Or
Yeah. I think content creator and influencer, they're one and the same.
Yeah.
so that's what I'm trying to say. So it's just it's the same kind of merge, because people that call themselves content creators ain't necessarily creating the most content. They're just doing shit, and there's enough. They got enough
Yeah,
of
I
a following.
think
They got
it-
enough
yeah.
of a following that people watch them.
I think it depends on the type of content that
That's been created.
that you're creating, to be fair.
Mm.
If you're creating content that is not necessarily influencing anyone's decisions, buying habits, and thoughts per se, then
Do you think you could call Andrew Tate a content creator?
I don't know what Andrew Tate does. Has Andrew Tate got his own show, or he does?
He's got a podcast.
Yeah, I
or
think
he
he's got
does-
a podcast.
He does guests on people's shows.
No,
I
he's
think
got
he's got a podcast. I think he's got a
He's got his own
podcast.
show, and then he goes on like
Yeah.
guests as well.
He's definitely a social commentator. And by you guys' definition, yeah, he's probably an influencer as well. But I don't see him as an influencer. I just see him as a social commentator, someone who has an agenda.
I think, do you know what it is? Because I think it would be easier if we just went with how you've defined, like someone who influences people to
Yeah.
purchase like goods and services
Yeah.
and, or like even subscribe to a certain kind of lifestyle.
Yeah,
You're
like-
subscribing
Like
something.
Mel's Wardrobe. That's someone who I
The
look
biggest
at as an
influencer.
influencer. I don't look at people like Andrew Tate or Kevin Samuels as influencers per se, even though they may possess that title. I just don't see him that way.
Kevin Samuels is an influencer.
You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. I think if we use the word literally, the fact that you influence something, you're an influencer. The fact that you've influenced, like Kevin Samuels influenced people to think a certain way or to learn about something.
Yeah.
He's Dr. Umar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
influencer. But again, I think, because you know what it is with the influencer, people like Mel's Wardrobe, Mel wouldn't call herself an influencer. Obviously, she's a stylist and whatever.
Yeah.
But there's even like Jackie Aina, right?
Yeah.
She's like the American, I guess, no, actually not the American Mel's Wardrobe, but Jackie Aina anyway.
Yeah.
But people that have, not in a rude way, but people that have like substance
That's what I was
to
about
what
to
they
say.
do.
It's because it sounds like there's no substance in it.
Yes, so they take offense. They actually take offense to you being you calling them an influencer because they have jobs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when we see like like the girl who recently accused Drake of sleeping or whatever, like when you have like these girls come out, groupies and whatever, these baddies, that's the Insta baddies, they're influencers. Whenever that they're gonna report on them in whatever blog, it's like, this influencer said that, Future declined her call.
Yeah.
But when you go on their page, all they do is take pictures. They actually don't influence anything.
Yeah.
All they do is that I suppose actually they do influence in terms of like fashion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like influencer is very used very loosely.
Yeah,
these days.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Do you think the words that's being thrown around?
It is.
Anyhow.
It is. It really is, because people with actual jobs are making me like Mel is a celebrity stylist.
Yeah.
But then people be like, oh, the influencer Mel's Wardrobe. Nah, like that's just
Yeah. I think I
One
would
of the
I would
things
call
that-
Mel's Wardrobe stylist first.
before
But I'd also
influencer.
call it influencer because, like I've been told, she has like
No,
when she says girls buy
Yusuf,
this, people buy
we
it.
buy, we assemble.
Yeah, and I heard girls do it without even like she might say, buy this perfume. They ain't even smelled the perfume.
Yusuf, I bought 3 bottles of perfume I had never smelled.
There you go. Because that's influence.
You're looking at me like you're in a cult.
I mean, whereas people like Andrew Tate and stuff, aren't they just like people who agree with what they're saying? They're just reinforcing what that person already believes.
Basically.
as opposed to, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Are you coming to Andrew Tate's page as a blank canvas and you're like, rah, this is true, you know? You know what? I'm going to change my ways.
No, they
Or
already
is it
agree with
like,
that.
yeah, I agree with this. This is how I am. And
I'm glad there's someone who
yeah,
represents my view.
someone else is representing who I am and what I say.
Yeah.
Well, you never know how that's going to present. It's probably the fair answer, the true, honest answer is it's probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definition: a person or thing that influences another, plus, and someone who influences people to buy a product or service by recommending.
See, there I voted for that because that covers everybody. Do you know what I mean? That's everybody then. As in everybody who, like what we said, how we said that there should be like a clear distinction.
It's just language.
That definition
It's just a
doesn't
new term, innit? And like
Yeah.
a decade ago, like these things didn't exist, or however, or maybe longer than that actually. Because time's flying, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think
So it's just like it's just finding new language just to make sense of the space that we're in, innit? Like this is what these people are. They're all influencers. I think if you're on social media and you're trying, because you might not necessarily be like a good influencer or have a big influence, but
I think
that's your bag, innit?
I think that's what it is. I think companies define influencer as the amount of people you can influence.
Yeah.
So having influence over one person or 10 people, that's not deemed as an influencer to a company.
Yeah.
You've got to have a certain number of followers for them to look at you as an influencer, because you've got to be able to influence the masses and not just a small amount of people.
That's true. So that being said, do you feel like influencers should be held to a greater standard than regular people? Let me give you an example, right?
Yeah.
So basically, there's some girl, I don't want to say her name. I feel like when you say her name 3 times, she pops up. But basically, this girl, she got a BBL, right? She's a UK girl. Do you remember when Ivorian was fighting someone in Shoreditch? That girl's shouting her name, Vanessa.
Yeah.
That girl. I don't want to say her name because she gets on my nerves.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically, she got a BBL, right? Got a BBL.
This is the one that's always cussing online, isn't it?
Yeah, her. Yeah. The other day she said she flew to Australia with £600. It's a whole thing. So basically she got a BBL, right? But what it was, at the time of her getting a BBL, she documented the whole journey, her getting it, flying out to Turkey, blah, blah, blah. But she never told her people that it was free. She just said, I've got a discount code for you, blah, blah.
Yeah.
She was proper detailed and said, these people are the best, blah, blah. Turns out, anyway, she had health complications where the fat started traveling to like her ankles.
Free BBL.
This is what a lot of girls are doing. They get free BBLs.
There's certain things in life, you have to pay for, and you can't.
What? You don't know how the girls are getting down.
You can't accept a free BBL.
No, you can. It's
you
from the right place.
Okay, cool. If it's from the right place, fair enough. Yeah.
But that's the problem because the right place. How is she's not offering
certain
you a
things
free
in life you just have to pay for, because if I don't pay for this,
your life is on line.
it might go left.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
So she was never transparent about the fact that she didn't pay for it. I feel like if she said that, people would have thought, you're only promoting it because you got it for free.
Yeah.
So when her body then became botched and whatever, and her fat is traveling to the ear and wherever else, that's when she's then like calling out the company and like, and blah, blah. And then also, so basically, because of her platform, people from her recommendations went and got when I tell you, some people are damaged for life, you know.
What, some other people got botched as well?
Mate, there's some girl who's lost her breasts, as in like.
What, as a result of her telling her to go there?
Yeah, so because she did a great vlog and said, the service was perfect and everything is good and blah, blah, the other girls were influenced to go to the same clinic.
Yeah.
They went to the same clinic. Their body's now botched. But the thing is, she knew her body was botched from time. But she's been trying to deal with it privately.
What, and you ain't cancelled this thing?
Who's you lot? I don't surprise to her. But yeah, they haven't cancelled her. She's probably got a whole fan club. So you see, in that situation, so basically I remember that situation because I think it was on the news and everything actually. And I was saying in that situation, she should be held accountable because first of all, this is why also one of the reasons, obviously that and amongst other things, you see how when people do ads now, they have to hashtag ad. Yeah. It's a legal requirement now because a lot of influencers were steering people the wrong way. Where they would just put something out there and people think, you must, this is why Mel has the power she has because Mel would, if something doesn't slap, she will say it doesn't slap. If she says it's good, then you know it's good. It's not for a check. Do you get what I mean? So anyway, so that kind of girl, where people's lives have now been changed forever, she should be held to a different standard to anyone else because of your words, because of the content you pushed out there. You had other people go there. People now are like when I tell you their bodies are damaged. Some girl, her breast is forever damaged.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure her influencer card has been revoked.
No, you would think so. She was trending on TikTok the other day.
Definitely ain't.
Yeah,
She's
but
outside.
no, that don't mean she's an influencer anymore.
No.
That means
Yusuf.
that she can no longer recommend. She can still make content and talk, but is anyone gonna take her seriously anymore?
Yes, they do. So basically, the other day, she had a scandal where she said she left the UK, moved to
Yeah.
Australia
Yeah,
with nothing but £600.
yeah.
She had people donating to her.
Yeah, but that's not influence though. That's people feeling sorry for you and giving you money.
Foolishness. That's what it is.
You know what I mean?
Foolishness.
I'm pretty sure if she recommends anything else in terms of body stuff, no one's gonna take her seriously.
No,
now.
do you know why? Because she started selling wigs after that. And there was people, when she was talking about the 600 Australia thing, saying I haven't received my wigs. So even after the body thing,
Yeah.
she was still making recommendations of people. But I think people were just silly anyway.
Them people are stupid then.
That's it. So yeah, so do you feel like influencers should be held to a different standard?
In regards to in regards to what? Sorry.
Like just generally, like do you feel like there should be, because I feel like there should be a regulating body for influencers.
Oh, okay.
Especially because not everyone is, because a lot of them have young audience as well.
I think if you're recommending something, especially as
Yeah.
something as serious as surgery, then that should be regulated somehow. But how do you regulate that though? Like, how do you regulate what deals or ad sponsorships influencers get,
think-
and whether or not that
Yeah.
actual company itself, because influencer is just a middleman between
Yeah, the
the
company and the
business
people.
and the followers, isn't it? So how do
You
you,
know, I
you
think-
know what I mean? It's
You
hard to
Yeah.
regulate.
You see how they do that? You have to hashtag ad now,
Yeah.
like legally. I
Yeah.
think that's a good way, because then I know that you're being paid for this.
Yeah.
It is now at my own risk to go forth. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to if you said to me, "Oh, Esther, this thing is really good,"
Yeah.
and I buy it because you said it,
Yeah.
I make that assumption.
Yeah.
If you said to me, "Oh, this thing was sent to me," then I'll be like, "Okay, you might be saying this just because it's getting a check
Yeah.
or blah blah blah."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on. So do you think people should expect more of influencers or not really?
Not
Because
really.
you know that whole role model thing, you know.
Nah, because I think
People put
again,
too much stock in clout and fame and that, and just people. Because I don't understand. It's everybody else's fault. It's the public's fault for pushing these people on pedestals and then like.
I believe that.
understand because I don't understand how you can just make somebody feel like. I don't. What am I saying?
I don't understand how I can my self-worth, my value, what I follow in life, what I subscribe to can be as a result of this one person who I do not know. It's like sometimes you get with female artists.
Yeah.
And people be like, "Oh, but there's like the young girls. I don't want my daughter watching this." And I remember actually Cardi, I think it was after WAP or something, and people like there's parents tweeting her like, "Oh, this is nonsense. I don't want my daughter looking at this." And she said, first of all, my kids don't even listen to my music because I'm a good parent. So your children, like I'm not I'm not responsible for your children and what your children do.
That whole influencer stuff is it more of a female thing?
No, there's guys who are influencers too.
Yeah, but they don't get treated the same. Like, do the men? There's no men that there ain't a man out there that gets championed like Mel.
No, not that I know of.
There's
anyway.
no man out there that's could thing like Molly May. There's no man out there that we're going crazy for just because he could put an outfit together, just because he looks nice in his clothes.
Yeah, because
And
remember,
men
men.
like, oh my god,
no
he's
way
just
because men are not really
Yeah.
buyers like that.
Yeah, but
I
then,
mean,
do you know what
like-
it is?
So then
though?
how
Like-
can you put someone on such a high pedestal just because she can dress
No,
nice? Just
but-
because
no,
she can
but
put her clothes
Marks-
together, all of a sudden this bitch
No, but
is God.
Marks.
And
What it
everyone was a
is?
follow and listen and clamour after her and
Because
No, but
It's
Mark,
like-
it's about interest. Sorry,
you're
it's about
gonna-
interest because the equivalent of the Molly May or the Mel's wardrobe is Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate.
I hope
So it's
not.
just different. It's just different. It is.
I
You
hope
see,
Yeah,
not.
but I'm not.
I hope
I'm
not.
not.
but
so-
you guys aren't.
Yeah.
You guys aren't in this room.
Yeah,
we're
but
normal.
most
In
people
this,
I
you guys
know,
aren't.
most people I
But a lot
know
of people
ain't.
do.
Like on the internet, it seems like that.
No,
but
but
most
the-
people I know in the real world, I don't know anyone that's on some Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate
No, but the
thing.
thing is,
Like,
yeah,
who
the thing
gives a
is-
fuck
the thing
about
is-
them? No one
Like-
gives a fuck about no.
No,
who gives a
I
shit
hear
about
that.
them?
I hear that. Thing is, are we looking at athletes, rappers,
Athletes are-
actors
they're-
as influencers as well?
These men are specialists.
Because
these men
then-
work their whole life.
No.
These are skilled people.
No,
There's a
no.
reason why we look up to them.
It's
No,
interesting you say that.
that's
actually.
what I'm saying. Do we look at them as influencers, even though that's not their job by definition? They have influence, and a lot of people look up to them, aspire to be.
Yes, I think you
I don't
do.
class
I think
athletes as
men do.
influencers, 'cause
No, but
athletes
you know what it is? You don't call
Because
them
it's a
influencers.
new term, that's why.
Yeah, but you don't call them influencers. But when you look at what influencers do online, artists, rappers, whatever,
They have
move
more-
like
they have more
influencers.
influence.
Yeah, but I admire a
Them,
man.
them gym man.
Them gym man as well.
Yeah. Don't tell me that them gym man don't say, "Hey, this is the protein to buy."
Yeah.
And people don't buy
Yeah.
it.
Flex,
Yeah.
tick,
Yeah.
and they go and buy it.
Yeah.
You're just not in that world. You're not in
Yeah,
that
it
ecosystem. You don't
happens.
see that kind of stuff.
Okay, cool. But
Our friend-
tell me a gym man that's okay. Actually, I do know one.
When I see he says it, yep.
No, I got it.
That's what I just the other day with him all over the gap.
You know what it is? Remember, a lot of people, especially young people, are looking for guidance.
That's it.
They're looking for knowledge. They're looking for know-how. They're looking for someone to show them the way and how to do what they want to do. So when they see someone who's doing what they want to do in an excellent way, they want to follow suit, right? And that's where the influence comes from.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think for women, obviously, what we're attracted to is makeup. It's beauty. It's what's it called? Fashion.
Yeah.
But I think the equivalent of that with men, because.
But I don't think that Andrew Tate and Kevin Samuels are the equivalent to Mel's Wardrobe for us. Hell no. Like, I'll pick a random basketball player. Like, I'll pick LeBron James before I pick Kevin Samuels.
Maybe that's the equivalent.
LeBron's talented,
And
bro.
then the rappers
LeBron's been
and stuff.
bouncing on basketball since he's been like 6 years old, Killy. Like, he's one of the best in the world at what he does. We respect his art and craft. Don't put him in the same category as man that's just
No, but you know
partying
what?
I'm not saying that.
No, he's not saying he's an
I'm not
influencer.
saying.
Damn.
Remember,
are you
I'm
on
not-
his payroll?
I'm not calling these people influencers by definition. I'm going off the fact that they have influence.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting though? Don't you think that even with people who, like a rapper, a basketball player, whatever, athlete or whatever, online, on social media, everyone's moving like influencers these days?
Because that's
'Cause they all
what
are.
Instagram is.
But I think if you've got clout, if you've got status or of something that you can do, of something of a skill that you've honed, it could be drawing or whatever. All right, that makes sense to me. Because when people got qualities that them kind of things are endearing to people. You know, like why we like singers and stuff like that. Because for the most of us, we can't sing.
Yeah.
When we see people open up their mouth and belt out them crazy tunes, we're
love
like, this is mad.
Yeah.
And you get drawn to that. It's endearing. So when people can do things that you can't, you like it. This is why people with special skill sets have fan bases and stuff.
Yeah.
There's people that we're putting on them levels of people with special skill sets, that don't do anything.
No, we're not
That
putting
can't
them,
do
we're
nothing.
No, we're not putting on the
Do you
same
know what I'm thinking
level.
about? Yeah,
Remember,
you know that guy that does the
Mugs. Some people,
millionaire now.
some people are influencers by occupation, right? And some
Yeah.
people just have influence,
Yeah.
right? LeBron James,
Has
he just has
influence.
influence.
Yeah.
He's not an influencer. Where some people, they go into it as an influencer. Like, I'm gonna build up my brand and whatever, so people can buy into me and my interests and what I like. And that's different than being someone who's an actor or sports person who just has influence by proxy.
Yeah.
It's by default.
Yeah, I just think it makes sense for.
But do you know what I find so funny though? Like even with like the actors and the athletes and everything, deep down they do influencer shit that makes them want to have the clout that influencers have. Do you know what I mean?
It's social media.
It's mad.
Because before social media,
Yeah.
people still had influence, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't defined in this way. It wasn't categorized in this way.
Yeah.
Sports people, athletes, they've all had, so that's the same thing. Actors, musicians, before social media, they all had influence. Remember,
But
ads,
again,
TV ads.
No, but again,
magazines.
yeah,
Oh, that was a
magazine
good time.
ads.
again, I think a point could get lost on. Yeah, them people deserve it even before social media. They was actors, musicians.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Let's speak to this day and age.
No, but you know
where
though-
people are popping for nothing.
Yeah, but do you know what,
reality
though,
shows? A
Margs?
man can go on reality shows. Money, they have no skill set.
No, but Marge,
just,
that
just
is a
being
skill
alive.
set though, because when you think about it,
We're just
if
being
it was-
alive.
No, because
Everyone's
no,
alive.
No,
but
but-
everyone doesn't have the influence.
But how did
Do you know what I'm saying?
how
There's
did
a
they
certain
build? The
skill
thing is,
set.
I'm not giving them all the credit in the world, but how do they build that following?
There is skill set
Like, for
behind
example,
that. It's not easy.
Listen, if you can prey on the sheep, why not? That guy who does. People,
I love it.
people are following him because he's showing. What does he do?
He just doesn't talk.
No, but what's his actual thing?
It's
So he basically- he
irony
will
or
look at-
something.
Yeah.
Or is
Yeah.
is that what it is?
Like,
Or
people who
what's
do-
the word I'm looking
like-
for?
It's that sarcasm. Like he will look at
Sarcasm,
something.
I don't know.
That's stupid. And he'll
Yeah.
be like, why don't you just do it this way? And be like,
Exactly.
that's a very simple concept, isn't it? If millions of people want to follow him for that, I'm not gonna knock him.
I can't.
I can't knock him for that.
because it takes.
He built a following off of showing
it.
people how to do things correctly and not speaking.
No, that's fine. But then again, he will do that. He'll build a following,
Yeah.
And in a more space, But no one ain't running down this guy like he's Beyonce or like he's God or
You'd
like
be
he knows anything.
surprised.
Like, and he just there, we just watching him
No.
do his thing. Molly May can get onto that thing, and then anything she says is gospel or listen. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, that's
Yeah,
it's still different things.
Not all content creators have that influence because some, like for example, that guy in particular, right?
He didn't talk, so
Like I don't look him and I don't feel like people look at him and think, oh, I want to dress like him, be like him, wear what he's wearing.
Nah.
But guess what? Because of the numbers and ad space companies will reach out to him and pay him to post stuff.
I
Because
reported
guess
on,
what?
Yeah.
It's going to get traction. People are going to see it. So you become an influencer because of your following.
Because of your
not necessarily
following.
because sometimes of who you are, innit? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
mad. But yeah, it's an interesting one. What else is there to address on there? So do you guys feel like there should be a need, or if it's necessary? You know when something happens
Yeah.
and they do the whole press statement thing? Obviously you guys don't subscribe to influencers anyway, but act like you one of the girls who
Yeah.
do you feel like there is a need for them to apologize for things? Like when they're caught in they get the tweets from back in the day and they do all this stuff. Do you feel like because of the following and the platform they've built,
Yeah.
they should apologize?
That's just for optics.
I believe the same thing.
They
they
shouldn't
don't wanna lose
apologize
money.
because they
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
for some righteous reason or some duty of care to their fan base. Who gives a shit about all that? It's because if they want to protect their brand, if they want to keep the checks coming in, then they better.
Yeah. You better apologize.
Maybe they better apologize. They can fix it. They better fix it. But
Yeah.
but I don't think no one's looking at them and thinking, "Oh, you disappointed me. Your moral compass is."
But you know what, though?
skewed."
No, it depends though. It depends.
I was gonna say it depends.
It depends.
Because there are people who do.
Yeah, like what if someone you followed your whole life in terms of their career, and then they turn out to be racist? You tell me you won't be disappointed?
Your favorite footballer. He hates niggers.
You know what I mean? Like,
And you find
okay,
it-
cool. Who's cool? I don't know. Gigs
Rooney.
for you, Rooney. Okay, cool.
Wayne Rooney.
A phone conversation leaks between Rooney and I don't know Giggs, whoever, and he's saying that fucking nigga Andy Cole, that fucking black bastard. You telling me you're not gonna be like, rah, Rooney disappointed me, man. Come on, you're racist.
I'd be upset, but
That's what I'm saying.
What's upset?
And do you feel
not
like
upset. I'd just be like, "Oh, Wayne, man."
that's what I'm saying?
Say Wayne, man.
You'd be disappointed, didn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey,
kind
I
of.
had to
But
be-
I don't need no apology though. I don't give a shit about none of that. He done it. He said it.
Yeah, no, an apology won't necessarily help because you said it, innit?
Yeah, I don't want to give a fuck. It's like, yeah, I'll just be like,
But
come on,
an
man.
apology is needed for optics for sure, whether or not you are apologetic or not. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I need that optic just for the sake of it because you can't just say it and go silent. That's wild. You know what I mean?
It's interesting.
Oh, that's funny.
What
man.
else? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Should we end that there?
Oh, we done? Okay. I was speaking.
Yeah, because we covered a lot of you guys' opinions.
Yeah.
Kind of covered the
I'll
questions I was
cover
going to
all the
ask you.
rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to think how hurt I'd be if Wayne Rooney was racist.
Yeah, I'm there saying there's no way you're going on filthy and they're saying, "Oh, wait, man."
I'll be hurt. I think.
darn it.
You know how I found out was racist actually? Who disappointed me still? Lucas Podolski.
Okay.
It was
yeah,
Poet that exposed
Poet,
it.
innit? Poet said his
Poet.
thing.
I thought rah because Lucas was one of my favorite Arsenal characters and personalities.
But we got too much expectations of them. How come no one cares that Suarez is racist?
I do care.
Everyone,
They want to care to what extent?
What do you have to do?
Huh?
What do you have to do?
Because if you score, if you see
Man,
Suarez,
care to what
boycott
extent?
him.
if he scored in the World Cup and it was the craziest goal, you could have been what?
No, I'll be like, right, that goes crazy. That's it. I don't care about
Yeah.
Suarez to the fact that I'm gonna tweet, Suarez is my guy, whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want to do? Go to fucking Argentina? Sorry, not Argentina.
See, now you're racist.
Uruguay. I meant Uruguay.
That's,
You know what I mean?
that's the get back.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you want to do?
That's jokes. But okay, all right then. Let's get into our next headlines. Guys, don't forget you should be liking the video and also subscribe to the channel while you're here and share it and all that great stuff. All right, so excess deaths, the worst in 50 years. So more than 650,000 deaths were registered in the UK in 2022, which is 9% more than 2019. This represents one of the largest excess death levels outside the pandemic in 50 years. Though far below peak pandemic levels, it has prompted questions about why more people are still dying than normal. Data indicates pandemic effects on health and NHS pressures are among their leading explanations. COVID is still killing people, but is involved in fewer deaths now than at the start of the pandemic. Roughly 38,000 deaths involved COVID in 2022, compared with more than 95,000 in 2020. A number of doctors are blaming the wider crisis in the NHS. At the start of 2022, death rates were looking like they'd returned to pre-pandemic levels. It wasn't until June that excess deaths really started to rise, just as the number of people waiting for hours on trolleys in English hospitals hit levels normally seen in winter. It is possible to debate the precise numbers, but it's not controversial to say that your chances are worse if you wait longer for treatment, be that waiting for an ambulance to get to you, being stuck in an ambulance outside a hospital or in A&E. And then our next headline is about Amazon, who are closing down 3 warehouses, putting 1,200 jobs at risk. Online retail giant Amazon has said it plans to shut 3 warehouses in the UK, putting 1,200 jobs at risk. However, the company also said it planned to open 2 new centres, creating 2,500 jobs over the next 3 years. The 3 warehouses being closed are in Hemel Hempstead, Doncaster and Gourock in the west of Scotland. The firm said staff at the sites being closed will be offered the chance to move to other Amazon locations. Oh, that's good. Last week, Amazon said it planned to cut more than 18,000 jobs globally, the largest number in the firm's history, in an attempt to reduce costs. An Amazon spokesperson told the BBC that the decision to close the UK warehouses was made after review of operations in the country and was completely unrelated to the wider cuts, which primarily affect office staff. The firm said the new warehouses will be state-of-the-art robotic facilities. The company said, "We are always evaluating our network to make sure it fits our business needs and to improve the experience for our employees and customers." Amazon currently employs about 70,000 people in the UK, including 400 workers at the Doncaster Centre, 500 at Hemel Hempstead and 300 at Gourock. The next one is about Evri, and they get raided and 7 are arrested for stealing hundreds of parcels. Convenient excuse. They're just useless. Anyway, 7 people have been arrested after hundreds of parcels were stolen from a courier company's warehouse. Greater Manchester Police, GMP, said several hundred parcels were seized in the raid on Evri's Lingard Lane site in Brinnington, Stockport on Friday. They were taken away in transportation cages and a pallet that were wheeled through Brinnington, GMP said. The 7 arrested aged between 18 and 55 were held on suspicion of burglary and handling stolen goods. GMP said the parcels were moved from the warehouse on foot between 8 p.m. and just after 9 p.m. GMT after the earlier break-in. Officers have appealed for information from passing drivers as well as CCTV and dashcam footage. An estimated £20,000 worth of parcels have already been recovered and will be sent back to Evri. A GMP spokesperson added, "If you are expecting a parcel which has not been delivered, please contact the courier service directly about this." I personally am not surprised. It's basically just Hermes with a new name, and they've been wilding anyway, so it's not shocking.
Why do companies keep using Evri? Is it because they have a cheap rate or something?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, because the rate is cheaper than most other people, so they use them. It's like Evri is it's the worst thing ever.
Don't the companies know? Of course they know about. Don't they care about their reputation and the service?
They don't care. Because it's mad. Because sometimes I think when you have, especially because a lot of companies do like next day delivery.
Yeah.
So I guess you want to get the best rate that you can.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's not a case where people boycott the places that use Evri.
Yeah.
So they don't feel the impact. So everyone just goes online, we all complain or whatever.
Yeah, but we don't know who uses Evri. We just, do we? Like,
no, you do. Pre-law thing I suppose pre-law thing uses Evri.
Okay.
ASOS not so much anymore.
As in they use Evri every single time.
Yeah.
Because when I buy stuff,
that's their go-to.
And I see the deliveries Evri, I just like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't know, but then there are some retailers who that is their go-to.
If I saw it, so I'm not sure because I don't shop online that often. So but if I do, does it show? Before I
I don't think you won't know. You'll notice too.
Sometimes you won't know, but I've been on a couple of websites where it will show you like every delivery. Okay. But then if it's like DHL, you have to pay like express.
Did you say Evri's like Hermes?
It is Hermes.
Oh, it's the same thing.
They just changed the name.
Same company.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst company that's ever existed.
It's the worst.
And the worst thing is, why did they change the name? Because remember their first advertising, they had Evri, then they had Hermes in brackets, formerly known as Hermes at the bottom. I think, what's the point of that?
Hermes is the worst. Hermes is that's why I don't even online shop. The worst experience you could have.
I think they tried to rebrand, but then they do the same. It's the same shit, different name. So the rebrand hasn't gone how they expect. I remember one time the guy said he'd give him a parcel.
Why don't people just how do you make the company bankrupt? Why don't we just get rid of them?
I don't understand.
No, but we have to, again, this is why people need to if you're gonna, we need to cancel them. But what we need to do is people actually boycott the retailers that use them.
Yeah.
Even if they use them once in a while, just boycott them. If everyone did that, then they would understand it's affecting their profits. But where everyone goes online, complains about them, some girl put out the CEO's email address.
Yeah.
And she was like, if you email, they have to respond. And they actually were getting responses.
But
If everyone did that, it would work.
what's their mission statement? To hire the worst staff possible. I don't get it.
Basically, yeah, some guy, so one time, one of the delivery drivers, he said he had delivered it. So I got an email saying your parcel was delivered.
Yeah.
It hadn't been. But I think they get commission if you do it in a certain time.
Yeah.
This man delivered it at his own convenience the next day. He just strolled up to my house and just put it there. I said, this said you did it yesterday. He was like, oh yeah, and I had to take that off because it affects my...
Oh, so he pretended that he done it, left at his house and came out the next day.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, I don't understand that
it's mad.
company.
And then sometimes they put that, they're just so dumb. Like they will put it in your bin on the bin collection day. Like, don't you see everyone's bins in front of their houses?
What, they put it in the bin or on
Yeah,
the
in the wheelie
bin?
No, in the wheelie bin. But one time my sister's one was
In
put
the bin?
in the bin. The giant tried to put it through the window, yeah, but it went in the toilet.
Yo. I have the same every delivery courier. Like, he doesn't change, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way he's putting my thing in the bin. That person don't like you.
No, have you not seen people online talk about like, oh, you put my parcel in the bin and today was collection day? It's gone.
You know this.
Even Amazon sometimes
that
as well.
is a fucking blunder.
I don't know if it is.
Because obviously it's a safe place, isn't it?
It's a safe space, but it's stupid
It's not
as hell.
safe because first of all, as well, if the thing is all the way, am I actually going to like enter the wheelie bin? Don't be silly. If it's like a drum, that's because my old house. So basically, we had a drum here, like an empty drum, but he would put it and then like tip the drum was empty, then he'd tip it over, so it's under the drum. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But if it's they actually put in the wheelie bin, as in it was like actually I've had Amazon as well recently, but the recycling was kind of like nearly filled. To be fair, so he put it there and he just covered it. But imagine that was the recycling day. We were on holiday and then recycling day, it would have just gone.
Yeah. Every drivers are idiots.
They don't care. They just want to deliver it and just be gone. It's ridiculous. Anyways, let's get into Word on Road. All right, guys, don't forget to like the video and all that great stuff. My first one, don't really care much just because in my mind, this is all done and dusted, but I guess he's doing a lot. So I think we said it on air, didn't we? That Tory Lanez got Suge Knight's lawyer now, even though Sugar's still in
Is
prison.
it? I thought it was Snoop's lawyer. Or unless Suge and Snoop have the same lawyer.
Maybe. Are they friends?
It used to
I
be.
wonder what ops.
Apparently it's the lawyer that got Snoop out of his murder case in 94.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I read anyway.
Yeah, okay. But so basically he's meant to be sentenced today, but his sentencing date has been moved to February the 28th. And that is to give his lawyer enough time to catch up with the case. And then I caught up with the case. But anyway, he's given his lawyer enough time to catch up with the case so they can file an appeal. So they're trying to appeal the decision. And then he'll be sentenced and all that kind of stuff. But I guess I'll keep an eye on all of that stuff and see what happens and let you guys know. But yeah, someone else who's had enough is Mariah Carey. And she is basically, allegedly, this is what sources close to her are saying, is that she is wanting to fight for primary custody of the twins. So the twins that she has with Nick Cannon, she's wanting to file for primary custody of them. Obviously, the guy's got too many kids anyway. And she's basically saying how he sees the kids, but he doesn't see them as often as obviously a present father would. And she's not comfortable with him coming in and out of their life, which I love. I respect that because you can't be doing that. But yeah, she's not comfortable with him being inconsistent with the children as he is. And so, they stay with her, they live with her anyway. She's with them most of the time anyway. So she's just like, I might as well have primary custody.
So what changes if she gets primary custody?
So he will only be able to visit her. So I guess the custody now is like they can go and stay over at his whatever.
Okay.
Primary custody, that will all be at her discretion. If she is fine with that, she's not fine with that.
But isn't that negating what she wants? She's complaining that he's inconsistent.
Yeah.
But then she's going to make him even more inconsistent now.
No, because you should step up anyway. Sometimes things like this is kind of like push up the bum for you to
So
realize you have to do more.
So this is more like a wake up call.
Yeah. What are you laughing at?
He's childish. Don't worry. Don't draw attention.
What,
to
push up the bum?
Nah, he's watching something on his phone.
Oh. Yeah, so sometimes it's like when people are like, oh, maybe we're going through marital problems. They're like, oh, let's go through counseling. And the guy's like, no, I don't want to. And the guy's like, you know what? I'm doing to a divorce lawyer. That just sometimes it's like the fire starter you need to kind of get you up. What kind of? I'm done. I cannot.
What happened?
Please look at the video. That is foolishness. But yeah, so yeah, she's looking to file for primary custody of the kids. Yeah. So basically, a source said the reality of the situation is that Monroe and Moroccan are usually with Mariah anyway. Nick doesn't see them
Jamaicans.
much. Listen,
He's flexible though.
very. But look at his legs, got like Oscar Proud legs.
Very flexible.
But he said, but she wants to, yeah, this is it. So she wants to put him on notice that he can't just flit in and out of their lives while he attends to his other children. And she wants legal standing as the twins' primary caregiver. I personally feel like Mariah's salty. She's embarrassed by his behavior.
This feels a bit
It's
unnecessary.
petty. I can't lie, it's petty.
Yeah.
I think if the kids are, like, I understand, you know, you're not wanting kids to come in and out of a child's life. Or the father to come in and out, or a parent actually, because sometimes, you know. But I think there's ways to deal with that outside of the courts.
Yeah.
Have a conversation and be like, this I don't like, it's not good for their emotional well-being, blah, blah. But I think with Mariah doing that, I've seen some things in the reports, in the news and stuff, where sis is just like, you're really having kids everywhere. I feel like, because Mariah's very classy and whatever, it's like you're embarrassing her, but doing all these things. So I think it's a bit of that. He hasn't got all the attention to give to these two kids because he's got 10 other ones. Yeah. Literally 10 other ones. But yeah, but I'll keep an eye on that anyway and see what happens. He might respond.
How much do you think Nick having all these kids is affecting her?
Having it affecting her?
Yeah.
I think it is quite a bit.
At all?
I think, because you know what it is? People... Okay, so I've come to realise, that some people, we have this image of that they don't care about anything. Like in my mind, Mariah would not care.
Yeah.
She's Mariah. Do you get what I mean? However, she's a normal person.
Yeah.
And I think it does bother her that her kids... Because as a parent, you want your child, father or mother, to get all the attention they can from them.
Yeah.
When that's being split in 12 now, your kids will barely see their dad. Yeah. And I think, because remember, they used to basically, even after the divorce and stuff, they would still go on family holidays together, Christmas, they were all dressed up, that they did all these family traditions. Yeah. He can't do that anymore because he's Santa going through across hella chimneys on Christmas Day. Yeah. So I feel like it is affecting her.
I'm thinking, what repercussions does she have to bear for the fact that her kids now have 10 new siblings? Yeah. And what ripple effect
That's so ghetto
does that have on her? Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say.
And I think Mariah also loved how Nick was infatuated with her. Like, I know that she loved that. Yeah. He was very infatuated with her. I think obviously when they broke up, it's still like, okay, that's fine. She went ahead and, married, got engaged to that billionaire, whatever, married him for like however long she married him and ended up getting money from that. I love that. But yeah, did all of that stuff. And I think in the back of her mind, even when they did the family holiday stuff, it's still knowing that, he's still, this is like his home kind of thing. Yeah. But now he's got 10 other homes, so it's just like...
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, but but I think even as a parent though, like when the child's parent is not present in the kid's life, it does affect the kid's emotion. You can see that, and that would hurt you as a parent anyway. So it must be difficult, but I'll keep an eye on that and see how that plays. I'm sure Nick will come out and say something. He likes to talk. And then also, I thought this was really, really good warning to anybody out there who is tired, who drinks and drives, or who is tired and driving, or is burning out. Take a moment to rest, because life is very, very fickle. You can be here 1 second and gone the next. So Donnell Jones, he basically put up a picture on his Instagram of his car in a ditch, and the caption says, "I fell asleep while driving yesterday and ended up in a ditch. I walk away with no injuries, but I learned a valuable lesson that if you're tired, just park the car, because this could have been bad. I know that I'm truly protected, but I needed this experience. Thank you, God, for wrapping your arms around me as you have always done. My love and loyalty is to you." Amen.
Shut up, Donnell, man.
Okay, don't do that.
Shut up, bro.
Don't do that.
I don't understand. What a kind of idiot. Obviously, everybody does it, yeah. You don't need to end up in a ditch to know that you shouldn't drive your car if you're tired.
No, remember, some people fight it though.
Some people fight it. That's the problem.
Some people fight it.
And that's their problem. That's the foolishness I'm talking about.
No, but this is the awakening.
Talk about fighting sleep. You're not watching a movie. You're on the motorway. You're like, what's man talking about, man? Fight it. Fight sleep on motorway.
No, you must have been tired driving before.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Don't like an idiot. I'll pull over. I've never been tired driving in my life. The second I feel any little ukums, I will pull over anywhere and sleep.
It depends, man.
No, I'm not risking my life.
Do you lock your car when you sleep?
No,
You might wake up someone kissing you. That's my worst fear, you know, a stranger kissing me.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't play. The second
If
I feel it, I'm
If
pull
I need
over.
to get home, it depends on the time, where I'm coming from, what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. I might try. Not try. I have always fought it and got home.
And got home.
Nope.
I can't I've had moments where it's a long
Pull
ass
over
journey. I'm
and
like, oh, I'm
sleep in
tired.
my car on the
But then I put
road.
the thingy. I put my
Am I
music
a
on
fox?
louds, and then I put my windows down. Like, do you know, I stay
Yeah.
alert, awake,
I'll
but
do
I'm not
things-
parking up.
Yeah, or a pit stop to freshen up. I'm not gonna pull over to now go like this and sleep in my car.
Just lock your doors, guys. Lock your doors.
Sleeps.
I'll pull over, get out my car, maybe go and grab a drink from a service station or whatever.
Yeah.
Put myself up and then hit the roads.
Playing with fire, man. Oh, God, hopefully you don't end up like
No, I don't have
Donnell.
these. I don't have these.
Yeah, Donnell's
occurrences.
alive,
I don't
so
have
that's
these
good.
occurrences all
No,
the
but his
time.
car's a mash up.
No.
ain't it?
Car landed perfectly in the ditch.
You're trying shit. Let me see it.
Hold on. Yeah, the car landed perfectly in the ditch, mate.
Well, so like everything's fine.
Everything's fine, hon.
Then no one ain't gonna learn no lessons from this. I don't know why you reported this. No,
No, of course he will. His car's in a ditch. Now he has to get fucking trolled up to get the car out. It's long.
No, the optics. If the car is smashed
Okay.
up, no one ain't gonna care.
Good as new,
Is that
huh?
like a 1994?
What's that?
Mercedes?
SL500 or something? That's like one of the
Yeah,
old
you know
school
what the
things.
Look,
Mercedes
look
got
at
that
the
little
S-Cross.
thing on it.
Go on, you know.
That could have been bad though, because all rubble and all sorts. But no, it definitely is a good lesson to anybody who drives and even drink drive as well. I don't like drink drivers at all. I think that's so scary. But yeah, man, I thought that was good to report. Stay woke, literally stay woke. And then my last one was when we were talking about influencers and stuff like that. So I just thought it was so positive. I was watching it on TikTok last night when I should have been sleeping. This TikTok food critic, apologies if he's a food critic outside of TikTok, but that's how I found him. His name is Keith Lee. Basically, he goes to like different restaurants or whatever and just food or whatever. And he went to this pizzeria, and it's like family owned and whatever. And he was on TikTok and he was like, "This is the best things I've ever had. This pizza is this." Gave a review, guys. The restaurant owners have been working like 16 hours a day because they're that packed
Crazy, okay.
up. Like when I tell you that it's so mad. So basically, he just did that, whatever, and then he was like, how. Like the day after, his phone was ringing. His parents rang him. Were like, "You're on the news." So what do you mean? Goes to the news. Checks out the news now. He's on the news because this place is filled up. Like the guy said, he's made. So basically, he has this like garlic knot things he does, dough things, and he was like, he's never made that much in his life ever. And it was so sweet because basically the owner Frank, he opened the restaurant 3 years ago. And he said he'd had the dream to open it for 30 years. And he opened and business wasn't going that great. And this one lovely black man, this wholesome black man, went there and has changed his life forever. And then the guy, it was so sweet because the guy was like, he was calling to see how Frank is doing, blah, blah. Because basically Frank called him to like come down to the news. And he was like, no, this is all about you. Like you put your great business, your great customer service, you did it. Like, this is for you kind of thing. Just have your moment kind of thing. So he was trying to call them to just say hello to Frank and see how things are going. He was on hold for like 3 hours. He couldn't get through. That's how packed the shop was. Then he went physically to say hello. And when I tell you, the queue literally went all around the block. And it was just the most wholesome thing. If you've got TikTok, go and check it out. Keith Lee. It's pinned to his page. It's just honestly the most wholesome thing I've ever seen in my life. It was so beautiful, so nice. And it was just, I'm just glad that he was able to, obviously he's changed his career as well, because he was talking about all the great things that, opportunities that he's had. I think he said he's like, even that same day as well, he had a brand deal that he signed, obviously before knowing this whole pizza thing was going to go the way it's gone. And he was saying how, he's a Christian as well, and he was saying how the most important thing for him is God using him as a vessel in people's lives and just to help people. And he was just so happy. And it's honestly so wholesome. I love wholesome content. But I just thought that was very exciting. And also, anyone who's got dreams or whatever it is, just keep going. You never know when it will change for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's beautiful. The sold out pizza. Now I want to try it. I think it's in LA. I think, but yeah. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Let's get into Wellness Wednesday. All right. There's no music, right? There is.
That doesn't matter. You don't need to.
No, okay. I don't want to be offbeat. All right. So our first quote is from Maurice Ashley, who is the first African American Grandmaster of chess. Black excellence. So the quote is, "Chess is like life. To succeed in either one takes patience, planning, concentration, the willingness to set goals, and an inclination to see deeply into things. You have to go for the thing beyond." I love that. I'll read it again in E-Man style. "Chess is like life. To succeed in either one takes patience, planning, concentration, the willingness to set goals, and an inclination to see deeply into things. You have to go for the thing beyond." It's actually my theme this year. Our next quote is from Nina Simone, who's an African-American musician. And the quote is, "You've got to learn to leave the table when love's no longer being served." Eamon, are you in my head? This is lit. I'll read it again. "You've got to learn to leave the table when love's no longer being served." And our last one, I'm scared to read this one. All right, it's from Alice Walker, and she's author of The Color Purple, which is amazing. And the quote is, "The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any." Bitch, this is lit. I'll read that again. "The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any." These are very wholesome. These are great. You know, we need to start throwing this in the community as a reminder, but this is lit. But yeah, so thank you, man, for those very positive quotes. Let's get into our next headlines.
By the way, Temi used to do that. She stopped for some reason. I don't know what she.
Because you're giving her another job.
Fire her.
The music,
The mic's on.
the
No,
mic
it's
is
not.
off.
You told me the music.
I've changed that.
You didn't tell me.
Whoa!
You didn't tell me,
I
man.
hate this show.
What's that weapon, sorry?
I
No,
thought that,
end the
I
stream
thought,
now.
I
I hate
thought that
y'all.
when the music was on, they couldn't hear what we were saying. That's what he always said to me.
That's what you always said to us.
so
So
what,
that was.
what did he just say?
So
Don't
I made,
repeat it.
I'm not
I'll
gonna repeat
text it
it.
to
So
you.
I made a quick little anecdote, thinking the music's on. I'm not to blame for this.
It's a segment change music.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, he always said that when remember, don't speak when the music's on because they can't
Yeah,
hear
'cause
you.
they
She's
can't hear you.
reading out Wellness Wednesday.
No, that was.
You're not even following. You don't even know where we're at.
Yes, we'll
We could have been in reaction. You wouldn't have known a thing.
I know when it's my time to shine.
Check a text. All right.
All that was just banter, obviously.
Obviously.
Were you being serious, Brent? Are you lying? Look at me in the eye. Look at me in the eye.
No, Temi did used to do it, but I gave her a different job. And I told her to pause whilst everything was being sorted out in the community.
Okay. Vanity Soho strip club gets
Let
shut
me
down
check
for...
the comments. Make sure he ain't lying.
I was like,
You was lying.
what's dangerous, man?
Oh, you was lying. Oh,
I knew he was lying. There's no way he would have to end the live.
yeah, it's true.
Would have to go again. 'Cause that's wild.
To go into hiding.
Boy.
She heard use.
No, she didn't, man.
If you heard what I said,
You liar.
text me in the community what I said. I want to know whether or not you really heard what I said. Yeah? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Literally get to the bottom. Damn. Vanity Soho strip club gets shut down for alleged spiking. This is mad. Sorry.
She says with a smile. Come on.
You know I think about 5 things at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
A central London strip club has been shut down for 3 months after several customers claim to have lost a total of £250,000 after being spiked. Vanity Soho's license has been revoked by Westminster City Council after complaints were made to the police. But the venue suggested these had come from men who did not want their wives and girlfriends to find out they had spent summer holiday money on strippers. It's giving me white men, you know. The club
It's that
denies
thing,
any
man,
wrongdoing.
like with J-Lo and Cardi B doing that. Hustle. Is that what's called? Hustler?
Oh yeah, Hustler.
Hustler?
Yeah, the film.
That's what's happened to them, isn't it?
That's crazy. They definitely got hustled. $250,000 is mad. The Met Police has shared details of at least 10 reported incidents in which Vanity Soho customers checked their accounts to find huge sums of money missing, according to the local democracy reporting service. Some also said they had woken up in unexpected locations. What the heck? Police logs shared with the council show one victim claimed he woke up in a brothel after visiting the club. Later, he said he realised £98,000 had been transferred from his bank accounts. Most recently, a man claimed to have blacked out when he visited the club in November. When he checked his account, he saw that £16,000 had been sent to a number of other accounts he did not recognise. He said he remembered drinking, dancing, and being led to a separate area, but said he had no other memories until he woke up in a street near his home the next day. Tracing his movements with Google Maps, the man said the app showed he had spent 2 hours at a car wash before being dropped off near his home. The police report read, the victim does not know how he arrived at these locations or how he has returned home. Do you guys think this is the workers behind the strip clubs doing it, or they're being hustled, or is it actually the company itself?
I think they're all involved. The strip clubs, the girls.
Yeah.
They're going for it.
That's mad. That's wild. All right, so the next headline, petrol is at its cheapest since the war. I started doing what you guys said about the whole Supreme stuff. I think I can feel the difference, my engine.
I say it's better.
Yeah, feels a bit smoother.
Gotta go with it.
So yeah, so average petrol prices have fallen below 150p. That's right? 150p. Yeah. Yeah, so average petrol prices have fallen below 150p, £1.50, a litre for the first time since Russia invaded Ukraine last February, the AA Motoring Group says. Pump prices hit a record of 191.53p a litre in July as global oil prices surged, but by Monday had fallen back to 149.74p. The AA said it was a huge relief for drivers, but noted diesel prices were still higher than last year. Diesel currently costs 172.21p a litre compared with 153.05p last February. AA spokesman Luke Bostedt said it now costs about £23 less to fill a typically family car with a 55-litre tank with petrol than it did in July at roughly £82. However, he said the petrol prices were still historically way above what they should be and that the end of a temporary fuel duty cut this much could lead to fresh rises. Petrol stations in cities and towns are also charging up to 10p more for fuel than those in rural parts of the UK, he added. Fuel prices began to rise as countries ended COVID lockdowns, but surged higher when Russia, a major oil producer, invaded Ukraine, sparking concerns about global supplies. Along with rising food and energy prices, it has pushed inflation, the rate at which prices rise, to a 4-decade high, creating a cost of living crisis in the UK. Speaking of cars, what is a legal way to get sensible price in car insurance?
A legal way?
Like, is that like a hack or something?
Well, when I was younger, what I used to do is, my sister used to go to university in Norwich.
Okay.
So I used her address
Oh.
as my address for my car, and that bought insurance right now.
Yeah, because mine is checked. Because obviously I'm in a different location now.
Yeah.
It's gone up.
Yeah. Have you got any no claims?
Yeah, 3 years. It's making no difference.
Get someone to bump that up to 10 for you.
So when will I say I got my license?
What's that?
When will I say I got my license? 10 years ago.
When did you get your license?
2019.
Ah, damn it.
And I started driving January 2020.
No way. That's just the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, then.
Watch me go there, my little motor.
Right, yeah, the no claims won't work then.
No claims not working. My age not working. Nothing's working.
Change your location of your car.
You're just mad.
Have you put it on a have you got some of a house with a driveway or a garage on their thing?
Remember, it depends on the area. Depends if it's kept in the garage, kept in the driveway.
You know, I'm fuming.
Why is that?
Because basically I left it at my old house, even though I moved a while ago, allegedly.
Yeah.
And so I thought, you know what, let me just in case anything happens, let me just move it to my new address.
Yeah.
Moved it to my new address now. I had to pay them £10 because it expires tomorrow. I had to pay them £10, right?
Yeah.
To check. I was like, yeah, but how do I know that you're going to give me a favourable, like, price?
Yeah.
So anyway, I paid £10 to change it.
Yeah.
The prices were not favourable.
Okay.
So now I can't get them to change it back to the old place because
Or put it in your parents' name, put it in your mum's name, and add you as a second driver.
no, because she got points the other day.
Damn it. Put it in your older brother's name, and add you as a second driver.
Okay,
Yeah.
but then does that affect that would affect my no claims though, wouldn't it? Because the no claims would then be on him.
I think so. You talking about going with the same company or a new company?
Anybody at this point. Do you know? I think I might. Do you know? I'm just gonna firm it because I heard that if you let it expire,
Yeah.
then like the next day or like a day in between
Yeah.
is cheaper.
But remember, you can still take your 3 years no claims with
Somewhere
you
else.
somewhere else.
Yeah, but the prices are not like when I tell you the prices are rude.
Yeah.
It's so rude.
What's insurance now, if you don't mind?
So it was like £75 a month.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That ain't a lot.
No. This is now.
Yeah.
But right now I'm looking at like 120.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me just accept it. It's fine. Don't worry.
I don't fair. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that bad. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think your insurance is. I won't say it's Marks. Did we say your insurance is high?
Yeah, not that bad.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yeah.
I thought it was meant to be like £50.
No, mine's like £67.
And how long have you been driving for?
God knows.
Oh, that's all right then.
Since I was, yeah.
Oh, that's fine then. So that's good then, considering
Yeah.
I'm like 3 years into
Yeah.
it.
But remember, obviously, everyone depends on the car I drive. Depends on.
Oh,
a lot
yeah,
of
that's
different
true,
things,
Anyway, all right. It was so embarrassing because I called my insurance yesterday and I was like, oh, no, it's fine. I'm going to go somewhere else to call him back today. I hate stuff like that. It's so embarrassing. But can you renew it, please? I hope there's no notes on my file.
I thought you said you was.
Shut up and just renew the thing, man. Don't make a scene. Don't be silly. But all right, okay. Thank you guys for the help. All right, so our last headlines is about. I'm doing really great for time. This is fantastic. All right. Trigger warning. Millions at risk of flooding in California. So at least 14 people have died in California as a fierce storm brings torrential downpours, high winds, and flooding to the states. Thousands of people have evacuated their homes, while millions more are under severe weather warnings. Nearly 188,000 homes and businesses were without electricity. Heavy rain in forecast is to last much of the day throughout Tuesday, with some areas at risk of dangerous mudslides. The National Weather Service, NWS, has described it as the most impressive storm since January 2005. Insensitive, isn't it? The weather is expected to dump up to 7 inches, which is 18 centimeters of rain in some parts by Wednesday, and could produce additional flooding, mudslides, and landslides, particularly in areas previously hardest hit by heavy rainfall, NWS officials have warned. Adding that an enormous cyclone is developing off the coast. Around 90% of Californians, some 34 million people in the most populous US state, are under flood watch. That must be so scary. That's one of my worst things experiencing in life, flooding, because I can't swim. So
Forget that.
Unless
Imagine
someone
your
makes it
house. Imagine all your goods in your
Yeah.
yard.
Yeah.
After,
That's
the
pain,
aftermath
you know?
of flooding is.
Yeah. Like hurricanes, like all
to be honest,
that.
then
You'd be finished.
no, listen,
The
No.
whole downstairs. Sometimes they.
Yeah, done. It's done.
go swim downstairs. To
And
be
I
fair,
swear they don't cover for that.
I'm not sure.
No, because act of God.
That's why I feel sorry for people who live in remember New Orleans, the Hurricane Katrina.
It happens in Cumbria and them places
Yeah.
there.
Does it?
Yeah, you think floodings don't happen in flash flooding thing?
No, sorry. No, I'm talking about more like hurricanes and more extreme stuff. But yeah, you're talking about like
You see, like with weather warnings and that, I think a lot of like regional news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain things that go on that they're not going to report,
Yeah,
to say
yeah,
like in London. And I
yeah.
think just the way the landscape is or the
Yeah.
rivers, there's certain areas that are prone to flooding
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And I think that kind of stuff, maybe not severe,
Yeah.
like Katrina and that kind of
Yeah.
shit. But I'm saying like this flooding and thing happens
no,
all the
no.
time.
I think I saw a video the other day of a flood that happened in the UK. Where it was mad. It was on the street.
Either
it
way,
went
your
into people's houses.
carpet is finished.
That's why
Everything is
people's
done.
cars were floating.
Yeah, that's
Mad.
mad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that in Nigeria.
Yeah.
like the flooding in
So I gotta
Nigeria.
keep my
sometimes is
PlayStation up on
bad.
the wall just in case.
What
if it floods, you know you can't be low. You know the low cabinet. Finished.
was the first thing you go for? Is your PS?
It's tough out here, man.
If there's a fire or flood, God forbid.
No. That's tomorrow's intro question. I was just typing it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But like mine's in. Let's push on, please. Thank you.
Let's push on, please.
All right. Well, I don't know if you guys have got a lot of sports today, but I wanted to breeze through just in case you guys went on one of your things. Well, let's get into the reactions, our sports headlines. Have I done myself today?
Well. Here we are, the sports headlines. What have we got to report? Nothing much went on yesterday. The semi-finals of the Carabao Cup continued. Manchester United put on a masterclass.
Semis or quarters?
Quarters, sorry.
Oh,
we're through to the semis.
Okay,
My bad. I just said semis because we're in there now. You know what I'm saying?
This is the Carabao Cup, by the way. You get very excited for the Carabao Cup.
I'm not excited.
Look at your face, man.
Tell
That's
your
a Carabao. Thing is, look how the mighty have fallen, man.
What are you talking about?
This is big United, you know. Getting excited about Carabao. It's crazy.
He wants the quadruple.
I'm just happy, but yeah, because the quadruple's on.
What's the quadruple for you?
Carabao Cup,
Yep.
FA Cup, Europa League, Prem.
That will never happen.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
That will never happen.
But until it's off, it's on.
The Carabao Cup is very...
Can I just get you to say this then on
What?
camera?
Go on.
What's the word? Not theoretically or whatever.
Yeah.
Is the quadruple on?
No.
What?
It's not on.
I'm in all competitions.
So?
So it's on.
No, it's not on. On means, to me, that there's a very good chance of you winning every competition. And there isn't. There isn't. Being
on means that you got the potential to do it. It doesn't mean you got the good
because
chance.
at the start of the season, yeah, that means that who's bottom of the league right now?
Southampton.
That means they're in the changing room saying, guys, the treble's on. So not a treble, double. Not a treble.
the treble,
the
treble,
FA, the Carabao and the league.
Yeah.
Because we're in it.
Nah, it's not like that.
No.
It's too early. You can't say that before a ball's been kicked. That's ridiculous. We're almost halfway through a season now and we're still fighting on four fronts.
What I'm saying is, yeah, what's realistic for you guys this season? The thing is, you could fuck around and do the treble, which is Carabao, FA,
Europa.
and Europa. That's the treble. If you said the treble's on, I'd be like, okay, cool, fair enough. Because those are 3 cup competitions that you could win. But the league is out of your remit, sir. Yeah.
Fair enough. Opinions. But yeah, we beat Charlton.
Good opinions, you know. You're silly.
We beat Charlton 3-0 yesterday. Wonderful strike from Anthony. Very clean.
Yeah, it's a good goal still. It's a good
And
goal.
he needs to be better because it's coming like he's on this worldie or nothing, which is we need to find some.
I don't know how I feel about Anthony. When he first came, I thought, okay, cool, this guy's got something about him. But now I feel like he doesn't really do much.
He was moving like he was going to hit the ground running, but he hasn't.
Yeah.
And he's someone that looks like he's going to need the first season. So I'm giving him grace. I'll wait till next season. If I'm seeing all this stuff next season, then there's cause for concern.
Showing flashes of greatness, not greatness, but goodness with those goals is kind of papering over the fact that he's not really doing anything else.
Well, I wouldn't say papering over because that would imply that there's cracks.
Not
and
cracks,
I think
but
the only issue is it's a mindset thing. He's just got to be a bit more direct and try and be a defender more. But he works hard. He tracks back. He's always in position. He's got ability. So he just needs to get used to it. So
there's something about him I don't like though. I don't like his face and his hair.
I can hear that. Yeah. I think he's going to need the first year. Like I said, when he started, he looked like, he's going to hit the ground running, scored against Arsenal, boom, boom. I thought we could gas all season, but then it teetered out a bit. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I'm reserving judgment. Just give him this season. And just whatever.
But Marcus Rashford though, I like what I'm saying from Rashi, man.
If he plays,
he's doing well, man.
He scores.
Resurgence.
15 for the season, man.
15th goal of the season.
14 then.
For Marcus Rashford.
Oh yeah.
No, he has not.
Not in the league. All comps, yes.
Rashford scored 14 goals already this season.
15.
15 all comps.
The second was his 15th.
You sure about that?
Yeah, he was on 12. Everton made it 13. 2 against Charlton.
Oh, right.
Makes it 15. Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, so you should be.
I'm impressed. Arsenal should have signed him, man.
Arsenal should have signed who?
Rashford. No, because you remember those rumours when he was down by the United.
Okay, yeah.
Those rumours that we might go in for him.
Yeah,
we should have.
What's weird that no one ain't talking about, and obviously it's because the new owners and stuff are going on. Yeah, but he's got 18 months left in his contract, and it's not like a done deed that he's signing that.
Yeah.
No one ain't speaking about it.
Especially now. What's his face is deal's been done.
Who?
What's his name?
Mudryk.
Hulberg, what's his name?
Hoiberg.
Hoiberg.
Who you talking about?
The guy that the striker that you signed, what's his name?
Oh,
Weghorst.
Weghorst?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh, it's done, yeah?
Yeah, signed, still delivered.
That's cool, man. We need that, man. I think hopefully it works out, man. I think we need that, man. Trust me. Ten Hag hasn't got it wrong so far. You get me? And have you seen, basically, he, basically what he done is we gassed up Cody Gakpo.
Yeah.
And he tricked Liverpool into getting Cody Gakpo.
Yeah.
You get me? So then Chelsea couldn't get Cody Gakpo.
Is this a theory? This is a theory.
No, he tricked Liverpool into buying Cody Gakpo.
Yeah.
And then he tricked Chelsea into buying João Felix so we can get the clear run at Weghorst.
What? Is that where you went with that?
I'm just telling you.
Weghorst ain't that
He's
guy like that.
just smarts. This gaffer. Top this gaffer.
Don't act like you prefer Weghorst than Gakpo and Felix.
I'm just telling you, we've got the clean run at Weghorst and it's all the gaffer's design. So
I think the only reason why he signed him because he's Dutch.
well, he knows his stuff. He knows he's good. Newcastle beat Leicester.
Is this in the
2-0. That's Carabao Cup as well. Yeah.
I got a feeling Newcastle might fuck around and win the Carabao Cup, you know.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Who's left in it? It's us, Newcastle, City, Forest.
You see, I left in it. They're gonna
Just
win
give us Forest.
because Man City they win this thing every year, you know.
That's their cup.
It's like their cup, isn't it?
If we don't beat them in the finals, then just give. If we don't meet them in the finals, I say just give it to them. I don't think we beat City over 2 legs.
Oh, it's 2 legs. Carabao Cup final.
Semi-final.
Oh, semi you're talking about. I was thinking, how's the final over 2 legs?
Yes, I said if they don't give us them in the final, then
Yeah.
I guess it's over because I don't think we beat them over 2 legs.
Yeah. Carabao Cup's a funny one because it happens so early.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's good because it's just like it's just a good little team builder.
yeah.
If you win the cup by February, and it's crap, no one wants it. But again,
I'm not gonna lie.
like once you win it, you win it.
Low key, I want Arsenal to win it, you know.
I'll say.
Only because we've never won it.
You're not in it?
In my time. I know we're not in it this
Oh, I'll
season.
say, yeah, guys.
We've never won it. Like, remember, traditionally, Wenger used to use it as a competition to play the kids.
Yeah.
So he never took it seriously. But because it's something he haven't won, I just want us to just win it just for the sake of it.
I clocked the way Mourinho told us that winning's winning.
Yeah.
Mourinho told us that winning's winning. And man chat shit about Carabao Cup and rare. But you know what it is? Especially like when you're getting a team together and you got all the young boys there and all that, certain man who ain't known about winning nothing.
Yeah.
These man have got a trophy party. They're celebrating on the pitch in Wembley in February.
Yeah.
Just sets them up
Yeah.
for the rest of the season and gets them used to nice
Yeah.
things and that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, and you can move forward and you still in other cups. It's like I said, it's not nothing to go crazy for. I feel like that is similar to how I feel about Europa. So no one wants to be in Europa League. And man will chat shit about your team Thursday night football, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But you see, if you win it,
Yeah. It's different, isn't it?
it's done. It's like, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, once you've won it, if you're in it and you have to play Thursday and go through, you're a Europa League team, chat shit, cool. But you see, if you win it, no one can't chat shit to you. You're the Europa League champion.
Yeah,
That's a
true.
thing.
That's
You get
true.
me? So we'll take the Carabao Cup if it forwards. But again, I just think I'd have to see what this draw saying. If we don't get them in the final, I don't think we beat them over 2 legs. Newcastle or Forest, we'll take either one. But yeah, that was it. That's when's the draw? Do you know?
The draw for the next round? No idea. We're not in it, so I'm not really paying attention to it.
I think we'll find out today.
Okay.
It's Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we should find out today what the draw is. So we'll let you know tomorrow who we're gonna get.
This weekend though,
Big game.
spicy man. Man City, Man United Saturday.
You got
Arsenal-
Spurs Sunday.
Arsenal Spurs Sunday, man. It's a big
Big
weekend.
game.
Man.
They should have put them all on Sunday. Actually, no, they
Big
shouldn't have. Actually,
weekend.
I'm gonna miss the daytime on Sunday.
When it's going down.
Oh, I'm gonna miss the derby
Why?
because I was gonna go to Safari during the day.
It's at 4:30.
I don't think I'll be back by then. I'm sure it's a little bit far.
What do you mean? As an actual safari?
The drive-through thing.
Where?
Yeah. I can't remember where it is.
I thought you did it already.
No, I said I got to do it Sunday. That's why I said when he was talking about meeting us after 7, and I said it's alright. I'll get back in time.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Okay. Where's it? Where's the safari?
It's one of them somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know how long
South
it'll take.
London.
Huh? South London.
Lions and tigers and bears and shit.
Peckham's in the norm. How come we wanted to talk about this? This happened ages ago. That Dana White slapped his gal and the footage is online. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Has more come from this?
I haven't seen anything else from it.
Maybe he apologizes.
I'm seeing bare rhetoric like, if this was a black athlete, this would be all over the news. But because it's Dana White, it's just being swept underneath the carpet.
It wasn't like a crazy box.
from what I saw, they'll have an argument. She slapped him, and then he gave her 2 boxes or something.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have to say that just looks like some husband and wife shit. Like she was comfortable enough to box him in his face. That probably wasn't the first time she done it. And then like obviously even the fact that she done it in public. Obviously he shouldn't hit her or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like it didn't look like it was like
This guy is wild. This is, you know how many people are there?
Huh?
He did it in public.
He did do it in public.
I've not seen this. Sorry.
Yeah, but she boxed him first. In public, so I'm saying it's something. It's like they're moving like Blueface and Christian Rock. I'm saying that looks like something that they do, if that makes sense.
The fact that she hit him first in a public setting tells me that this is not their first rodeo.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Obviously, I can't
Yeah.
speak on it, but I'm gonna assume, she's not shocked and horrified that he boxed her. Like they look like that's their thing. Like
I ain't
the
saying that
fact
he's
that it was
right.
so casual. No, I'm not. There's nothing
Yeah,
right
of
about
course,
it.
of course.
But the fact that it happened so casual in public from both of them,
Yeah.
I just looked at that and thought, oh, that's just some toxic love, right there.
It's wild though.
It is.
It's very wild.
Right, he grabbed her with his left hand, right? He said, I ain't finished. Have 2 more.
That's what I'm saying. So the fact that it was so casual, he just forgot where he was. He probably does it in the yard all the time.
So why do you think this hasn't really blown up?
Huh?
Why do you think this hasn't really blown up?
I don't know what the reason is behind
is
it. Are they
they-
calling for him to retire and stuff like that?
What's it? What's
Retire?
The story? What's the story?
Shall I read the story? Let's read the
Please,
story.
Thank you.
So you haven't read? You're a joker.
No, we were just discussing it.
Speculating.
Speculation.
Oh, the story's
right
here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back
okay.
there.
Oh. I thought you just said it randomly from your head.
No. I'm closing out the sports headlines.
Oh, all right, let's go.
UFC President Dana White has issued an apology after a video emerged of an altercation involving him and his wife. White was speaking in the wake of the footage showing him and his wife Anna arguing at a New Year's Eve party in Cabo, Mexico, becoming public. The video appeared to show the pair arguing before becoming involved in a physical altercation, and the 53-year-old has since spoken of his regret for his actions. Speaking to TMZ Sports, he said, "You've heard me say for years there is never, ever an excuse for a man to put his hands on a woman, and now here I am talking about it. My wife and I have been married for almost 30 years. We've known each other since we were 12 years old, and we've obviously been through some stuff together. We've got 3 kids, and this is one of those situations which is horrible. I'm embarrassed, but it's also one of those situations where right now we're more concerned about our kids. Since the video popped up, we've shown our kids the video and we're more focused on our family right now. People are going to have their opinions on this, and most people's opinions will be right, especially in my case. You don't put your hands on a woman, ever." White, 53, admitted to having been drinking that night, but said it did not excuse his behaviour, and added him and his wife has since reconciled. Yeah, of course they're cool, man. That's just a cool love dust up, man. That weren't nothing, man. A lie? All right, let's get it done.
Was it a lie?
No, I don't want to.
I didn't know you were saying,
So,
and I was
NBA standings.
Yeah, what's happening in NBA?
So in the East right now, Celtics are number 1. You know the Nets.
Oh, KD just got injured.
The Nets were on a run.
On a tear.
They're on a tear.
KD just got injured though, you know.
Yeah, I know. So
He's out for like a month. He's probably going to come back to the
yeah.
All-Star game.
but if Kyrie and Ben and the crew can hold it down until he gets back,
No, I don't know, man. Ben's been scoring like 4 points a game, bro.
who did I see they were going to try to sign? I heard that they're trying to sign someone.
What is the trade thing open?
No, it's close right now. No, I mean,
No, it is though, isn't it?
no, it is open. Yeah,
It is open, isn't
Yeah,
it? The
open,
deadline, they could trade all the way up until the deadline, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously to compensate for KD's injury, innit?
Yeah.
Um,
Who did you hear they were trying to trade?
I can't remember the name. That's what I was trying to think of. I can't remember the name. Quick one. I'm not sure if you're watching the Cavs. Do you reckon Cavs are dark horses to win the East?
I don't think they'll come out of the East.
Okay.
I don't think that young team will beat
Bucks
in 7 games.
Or
Don't
Nets.
think he'll beat Nets in 7 games.
Yeah, tracks.
Don't think he'll beat Celtics in 7 games.
Yeah, I don't think...
Celtics are probably the most complete team in the league, and they got the highest. Regardless of what KD and Kyrie been doing, they got the highest scoring draw in the league.
What's crazy, right? Yeah, they're in 5th, right? And I'm looking at the standings, right? And you're right. Every team that's above them, Celtics, Nets, Bucks, 76ers, I can't see them beating them in 7.
In the 7
But every
series.
team below them,
They'll cook.
I can see them beating them in 7.
It's just surprising for me because I like.
So
obviously,
5th is right for them.
I haven't to seeing Cavs be good is proper word for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch. I told you I'm aware though. I follow Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
So I used to support Cavs.
Yeah.
Then I support Celtics.
Yeah.
Now I support
Nets.
Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
So when Kyrie left the Cavs,
Yeah, you just.
I stopped watching them.
Okay.
You get me? But you'll see them, they're just cannon fodder up and down the league, just getting dusted up
Yeah.
here and there.
Obviously, when LeBron's there, they're contenders.
Yeah.
When LeBron isn't there, they're not contenders, basically.
Bro, this season, yeah, Donovan Mitchell and
Brother, he scored 71.
what's
the
his
other day.
name? There's not Randall. What's his name? Is it beginning with what's his name? There's a new one. It's a shooting guard or the point guard. The little young black kid. He's cold. He's for the Cavs. Yeah, there's two of them. It's not just Mitchell. There's another one.
You ain't talking about Levert, are you?
No, Levert's there as well. They got scorers. No. I'll tell you this Cavs team.
Darius Garland.
Garland. There you go.
Okay.
Cooking.
Yeah, he's good still.
Cooking.
He's good. And then over to the West, Nuggets. You know what? I don't mind the Nuggets winning it. You know,
What, the whole
Nuggets.
thing?
Yeah, I don't mind Nuggets winning it. Nuggets, Grizzlies, Pelicans, Mavs.
How come Pelicans are doing so well?
Mavs, that boy,
Zion,
man.
innit?
That Diesel, man.
Is he cooking now?
He's cooking, bro. He's been cooking. I think he's injured right now, though. I think
Okay.
he's injured, yeah.
I don't watch Pelicans.
But the thing is, they
I
were
watch a
they were
Pelican game.
cooking even though Brandon Ingram was out as well.
Okay.
I mean, remember, CJ's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they got a decent team. My Lakers, or, you know, my LeBron, down at 12th, struggling. I don't. Even the play-in's looking like a stretch. Even though they went on a nice 5-game run.
Yeah.
But then LeBron is in and out of the team with injuries. AD's out long
Did
time.
AD get injured again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before he got injured, he was on a nice little run as well.
He was on a crazy tear. They was
Yeah.
hyping him up.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. You see the video the other day that leaked from the changing room? I think after the 5th win in a row, LeBron and is it Darwinham? They're like, yeah, guys, let's get greedy. Let's get like more wins. Let's get greedy. And then Russ goes, just have fun, man. LeBron's like, what the fuck you talking about? Just have fun. Just make sure you have fun. Like, no, we're trying to win. We're trying to get greedy. We're trying to rack up these wins. Russ is just on there. Nah, man, just go out there and have fun.
Let me tell you now, with hindsight, Russell's right.
What do you mean?
Because they're gassing after their 5 wins now. AD's injured, and now he's not capping again. What? He's not going to be greedy no
This
more.
happened just the other day.
Huh?
This happened just the other day.
What other day? How many days? What, yesterday? 2 days
Like
ago?
2-3 days ago.
Have they won since?
No, but they lost the next game after that, I think.
That's my point. I'm saying he's telling you to just calm it down. Let's just have fun, take it one day at a time, and go play. He's got gaps in.
No, but no, what? The reason why I'm bringing it up is because Russ has always.
I want to see that video.
Russ has always had this mentality of, I'm just having fun. Where I feel like he hasn't got the hunger to win a championship. He's just happy to play basketball. Whereas LeBron
I think he is. I don't think you can average a triple-double 2-3 seasons in a row and tell man you ain't got the hunger.
Well,
for
okay,
it.
yeah, but when he's presented the opportunity to speak on it, he always acts like he doesn't care. All the time. Even remember when he came Lakers?
Yeah.
Like
He's always trying to be
Yeah,
nonchalant.
he's always trying to act like he doesn't care about winning. That's the narrative he puts out. So I'm sorry, that's what I'm gonna take. You know what I mean? But I feel like LeBron is wasting his twilight years at the Lakers, man. Even though the scoring title's there, though.
What? He ain't leading the league in scoring.
No, the scoring title. Not scoring title.
Oh,
sorry.
the all-time.
All-time.
scoring.
Sorry,
Okay,
yeah. It's in close proximity.
Okay, yeah. I'm with you.
But yeah, that's NBA for now.
All right, that's cool. Let's get into our next segment, man. This one's gonna be short and sharp. I haven't gone into it. We've got what, 10 minutes left? Brent, I'm gonna wrap this in 3.
Let's do it.
Who was on my radar today? I was going to talk about this story, because I need to find out what the disease is called first. There's a condition.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of a condition called? Sorry, people, bear with me because my iPad's moving strange.
Oh dear.
I wanted to say sleep apnea, but it's not sleep apnea. That's what I got, sleep apnea. Do you know about sleep apnea?
Is that when you passed out?
When you're sleeping, I think you stop breathing and things. I think that's why I snore sometimes.
What?
I stop breathing
You're
in my
breathing
sleep.
and you're sleeping and you stop breathing.
Mm.
You don't understand my dreams, but you expect me to understand that. You're not sleeping, you're dead. What?
That was a nice little callback.
Thank you. Because you know what? Now you're done out here. Let me tell you why Mark is done out here today. So remember when I was talking about my dreams on here, yeah? And Mark is looking at me like I'm some psycho bitch. I see this guy on Twitter over the weekend talking about, I had one of those sleeps where you're awake. I said, sorry, where have I seen this before? Where have I seen this before?
It was a bad sleep, man. Every second of the
When you knew you were awake while you were sleeping?
Yeah, the whole time. I was just like, I was out of my body just watching myself sleep. Or like watching myself trying to sleep. And it was just not working.
I'm going to post on my social. I'm gonna screenshot that tweet. Your tweet. And I'm going to put the clip of you looking at me like I was mad.
No, but you said you was like you're making
I'm
making
aware.
recipes in your sleep. You're doing too
I've
much.
had my day.
The thing is, if you're sleeping and you know you're not sleeping, that means you're not sleeping.
Do you feel me?
Will I do this again?
Yeah?
Because the last time you were like, no!
No, but that means you're not actually sleeping. You're just in a certain state of consciousness. You're just like resting almost.
All right then. Well, let's talk about sleeping or let's talk about sleeping or talking about resting state. Have you heard of Ganser syndrome?
No, what's that?
No.
It's often called nonsense syndrome.
Because it sounds like nonsense.
It does sound like nonsense. So trigger warning. Sort of started with that sort of something maybe, because obviously sexual assault and stuff like that. We've got an accused or alleged rapist or something like this.
Yeah.
He was arrested for like a sexual attack. Yeah, on a girl. Yeah. But after he's been arrested, or been charged or something like this, he's fell asleep. So that they can't deal with him in court because he's fell asleep. But he's fell asleep for a whole year.
He's in a coma.
No, he's sleeping.
I'm not believing that. I can't believe.
No,
I can't
he's
believe
in a coma.
We should have done Walker a joke.
this should have been work a joke.
He's in a coma.
He fell asleep.
So
for
like,
a
did he
whole
wake
year.
up to go to the toilet? Did he wake up to eat? Did he wake up to drink?
Is there something doctors can do to test whether or not you're sleeping or you're in a
It's
coma?
not even a thing.
Is there a certain level of heart
Rate
beat, something
must-
that determines sleep or coma?
I
Because
don't-
if you're sleeping for a
Shit.
year, to me you're in a coma.
Well, they do test to you. They do test to you, and like he didn't wake up for a whole year. They had him in hospital. He wouldn't wake up no matter what they done to him. Like no matter what happened, he wouldn't wake up.
Are you sure in that country they don't call coma sleep?
Huh?
But you know this is sound like a coma, right?
It's a coma.
It's not a coma.
What is it then? No,
Brett,
what's-
sorry
no,
to. What's the technical term for a coma?
And
Like?
what's the word they've used to describe it?
Sleep.
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 Medical experts twice gave evidence in court and claimed that the defendant was undergoing simulation attributable to Ganser syndrome, a rare and little understood disorder. People sleep.
Yeah, no. So
For a
cool.
year.
No. So that's what he has. He has Ganser syndrome. Then not okay. Cool.
No, but Ganser syndrome is sleeping.
No, but what they're trying to say, they're trying to work out if he's faking it or not.
There's no way he's faking it.
For a year.
You're telling me he's so petrified to go jail, he's pretending to sleep for a whole year.
For a year. I heard they're pulling up his eyelids and blowing in his eye.
Because he remember.
For a year.
No, because remember,
And he's not moving.
hold on. Where is he? In hospital?
Well,
Or is he at home? He's in hospital, right?
he finally woke up. And they took him straight to jail.
No, but where has he been this whole time?
He was in
He was
hospital.
in hospital.
That's what I'm saying. So
Sleep.
he can't be faking it because remember he has to eat. If you're awake,
They've got him on the food drip. thing.
Really?
They're
Oh,
giving
yeah,
him
food
food.
drip.
He's in the hospital. They're patting him, but he won't move. They don't know if it's
Nah,
real or
that
not.
guy was. He knew what he
I'm
was
not
doing,
gonna
man.
lie.
He was fake sleeping.
No. Do you think anyone has that type of willpower?
You have
be
to.
fake people for
When you're
1 year.
When you're facing jail.
No.
But it's not because he woke up straight from the bed and went to jail.
You know how? No. You know what type of willpower that is? To fake sleep for 1 entire year.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't wake up and said he's got amnesia. He forgot that happened.
Well, he said
we
he
go.
hardly remembers
Yep,
anything
of course he
from
does.
his year of sleep with
Yep.
his mind blank.
Man said-
Blank from the arrest, everything. He don't
No
remember
dreams.
nothing. I don't even know why I'm here.
Where am I?
Where am I? You get what I'm trying to say? What are you talking about? What did I do?
Yeah, but did you think this is gonna get him off?
I don't know. He's crasses. He's a piece of shit as well. They said it's also known as prison psychosis because it usually affects inmates.
But was it? It wasn't an inmate before though.
No, but they just do this because they want leniency from like judges and
But they
stuff
just
like that.
sleep for a year.
Look, sufferers appear to mimic physical or mental illness when this may benefit them. See, so basically, I think it's a real thing, but I think it's seeped its way into society and people have found out, and there's fakers.
Yeah. I feel like he was intentionally sleeping for a year.
How do you sleep for a year?
I'm not gonna lie. I can't buy that.
He was because it wasn't a coma.
Yeah. Yeah, it was what's it called? Nocta.
No, I bent over his face. I
What's it
screamed
called?
at him.
What word you use?
Gaza.
He
Gaza,
didn't move in the slightest. Yeah.
And do you know what's because obviously because you're asleep here,
Yeah.
your eyes are shut, right? So
Oh wait, I think
he was
done it. I
in
think he done-
character.
No, but I'm sure they done bare shit to him. Like probably slapped him,
Yeah,
pushed him,
like,
hit him.
or
What?
like, you know what? We're gonna leave now.
Yeah, he
And
telling
then
me
they
the
just
whole
stand
time he
there.
was like that.
I don't
Like,
believe that.
no, I don't believe it. Kicking him, like all
Okay, I
all
think you
sorts.
had to assault them.
You know what I mean?
He didn't move. That's right.
In Nigeria, they would have poured cold water on him.
You reckon it would
Kia
have
kia,
worked?
you wake up. You wake up quick, boy.
The resilience. Yeah, he's definitely
That's
done it
mad.
here because
Also, is this the first occurrence of this in man ever?
Mankind.
'Cause if
I
it-
don't think it is because that's why they
because-
got references towards
That's what I'm
it.
saying. So if it isn't the first occurrence of it, then why do we believe that this is he's faking it?
Because he's a rapist and he was
yeah,
going to jail.
yeah, that as a variable.
It was very convenient.
Yeah, it is very convenient. Of course, it's extremely convenient. But I just can't imagine someone fake asleep for a year. It boggles my mind right now. But it's very convenient that he's about to go to
But
jail, and
yeah,
now suddenly he's in a sleep coma, whatever.
That willpower. They're saying that they're watching him. He's not moving.
That willpower
day
is
or
that
night.
willpower is insane.
Huh?
That willpower is insane. To pretend to sleep for 1 year that's insane.
Because you know when they're
willpower.
gonna like give him the food and whatever, yeah, they would have to give him an injection first, right? And he's not moving. He's not responding to the injection. He's that committed.
He used his will and his commitment for evil. He should have used it for good. With that kind of willpower and that kind of
He
commitment,
could have been anything.
Yeah,
He
you-
could have
yeah.
He could have changed the
He
world.
could have changed the world.
Yeah, he could have gone a long way.
That's
somewhere.
great discipline.
Yeah, but he's a piece of shit, man. He's done it here, man. I think his name's Ali Ahmed.
So what's happening with all his stuff, like his house, his bills and that? He just left it. Family, friend,
It
man,
would have been left when I went to jail
man
anyway.
has left his life to sleep.
He said, I got to do what I got to
He
do.
didn't pattern up. What?
I just knew he was going to try and do the whole I can't remember.
Yeah, but I don't see how that's gonna get you off. The case.
Yeah,
It's
just
not
because you
gonna
forgot.
be-
We remember.
Yeah, exactly.
That's mad, you know.
One second.
That should be a worker joke.
I've missed this story. 1 second. Sorry, I don't know if I've delivered this to you wrong.
Oh,
Because
you better have not. Have
No. Everything's
No, the guy
happened
was
right.
definitely
I'm just
asleep.
trying to work out where he fell asleep.
Hold on. Did you say initially he fell asleep after the
I think he got-
incident?
Yeah, I think it was after he got guilty. I think he's.
Stop it. Have you seen
think
that
he's-
video yet?
I think he's doing this to try and come out. Maybe the only time he spoke after his
So he
arrest
fell asleep in
was
jail?
to immediately profess his innocence, but then he stopped eating and drinking, and then he soon fell asleep and did not respond to any noises or movements, and then had to be fed via a drip.
So did you fall
And
asleep
then
in
the
jail
cellmate,
or?
and then
After he got sentenced, this happened.
Oh.
I think so. And then they took him out of hospital. And then they took him out, and then they've had him in hospital. Then he's woke up, and I think they've took him back to jail. Because I'm saying something about a cellmate saying that he didn't move, saying they watched him day and night.
So he was trying
He
to just
hasn't
let
moved.
time pass. He must have been getting bullied in
So he
jail.
was in jail, and then he just thought, you know what, I can't do this, bruv.
He must have had some bullies in jail.
Trauma, man. That was his nervous system broke
No.
down.
There was someone who was trying to do unspoken things to him, and he
Oh,
said,
the,
"I'll be damned if I come out of this
The
jail. What's it called? The gates."
booty gang.
Yeah.
Nah, because I know man who go jail and just be like, yeah, man, I'll just sleep the time away, man. But he
Yeah,
tried to
he
do
said
it.
he did
He
dead
tried
ass.
to do it. He tried to do it literally.
Fam, you know those people in top. You wake up, 10 minutes has gone past, you know.
Listen,
Man,
I'm speaking right. It's 3 days, right?
man gonna sleep away 10 years.
10.
Man wake up thinking, yeah, half an hour. You know that happens in life, innit? Every time you go like that,
You think you've been kipping.
You know what? I'm like that for a few hours. You wake up, about 5 minutes is gone. Fuck!
Yeah, you can't get back to sleep.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Do you know the
it's a
worst
bit-
that is when you're at work here? Like
Yeah.
when I worked in retail, and I'll be like, you
Yeah.
know, I'm not gonna look at the time. I'm not gonna look at my phone or whatever. I'm gonna keep busy.
That's
Do
not-
bare
I'm
things.
up and down, up and down.
you see when I hated retail. That was my trick. You know what? I ain't gonna check my phone for 2
I'm gonna
hours.
check.
I ain't gonna check the time for 2 hours. Check it. 15 minutes is
Is that
gone.
your break time yet?
Fam, that used to be real pain, bro.
Oh, that's the worst, man. Oh dear.
You check it. You think bedtime's on. You know what? Just check it now. No, I ain't gonna check it now. I'll check it. No, I'll
not yet.
Leave it a bit extra.
And you were
Leave
like,
it
I'm
extra.
so proud of my
You're thinking, yeah,
my
bedtime's
discipline,
gone.
my patience.
30 minutes has passed. You're thinking, for fuck's sake.
All right, cool. We're 1 minute over our allotted
yeah,
time,
yeah,
so
yeah,
let's get into our outro.
Let's go.
Oh dear.
worked retail, so I wanted to know if there was a parallel here.
No, you don't. It's time. You don't get. You don't. The time don't think like that. If you're in a good trap, it's fine.
Man was recycling tracksuits.
You can't
He
get
didn't have
time-
time to do laundry.
You can't get time to eat.
Serious.
Yeah, next thing you know, you look, it's 5 in the afternoon. You haven't ate because you haven't been able to stop.
People are hard workers, boy.
My mum used to get onto me like that all the time. Like the kind of dedication and hard work that you lot put in doing this stupidness. If you lot just applied this, if you just applied yourself and done something properly, you lot could do anything. Because it's not like it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy work.
It's discipline,
Like,
everything.
Yeah, the grind's not easy at all. But yeah.
Mad, man. All right, guys. As always, we appreciate you for tuning into the show. Do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also share this episode. We appreciate that. Follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB, on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok as well. If you want to send voice notes and text in for asking for a friend, what would you do? The number is 075 6484 1073. If you would like to make any topic suggestions or any of that good stuff, I know the R&B playlist is on its way as well. If you guys want to, make suggestions of what we can throw in there, we will be declining some things if you don't, do right. But to do that, join the community.thenewblack.com. And black is always spelled with an X over here. If you want to inquire about the show or feature on the show, the email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Wednesday.
Yes.